I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
All right, greetings, one and all. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Mannings, man. Hope you're doing well. You're having a good day. Good to be here with you. This is our JPL show. This is a show that we do every week to focus on the local league here in Jamaica. And it's at a very interesting time right now. It's in the semifinals. We just had the completion of the playoff round. And like I said, it's in the semifinal stages. And so it promises to be an exciting set of semifinal games to be played this weekend. Yes, this weekend, over 2 legs. And I'm going to be having with me our regular guest. They call him the one who knows best. Always open to speaking to the press. Yes, this is my friend. Yeah, man. And the people love his openness and transparency. He's not afraid to come and speak, because you don't know. He's honest and he's very forthright when it comes on to answering questions. He doesn't hold back, but he's very diplomatic in his responses. And that is Mr. Rudolph Speed, who I have here with me today. Mr. Speed, greetings and welcome to I Am Sure Sports one more week. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Anytime and every time, man. Anytime and every time. Yeah. Doing good?
Yes, I am.
What are the conditions like in Kingston? Because we have thunder down here, seem like we're going to have heavy rains in St. and where I'm at right now. And what are the conditions like in Kingston, seeing that you have probably training heading into your game on Saturday?
No, there's a little rain, just a little. Nothing to talk about. It kind of set up though, so there could be more later.
Okay.
But at this time, just a little rain, not much.
Okay. All right. So, a couple of things I need to just get into. The semifinals. The semifinals were just completed. Right?
No. You mean the semifinal?
The playoffs. Sorry, the playoffs were just completed. And for over 2 legs, very interesting outcomes, I would say, with Mount Pleasant over 2 legs getting the better of Harbour View, and Tivoli Gardens getting the better of Veer. Now let's look at the playoff that was completed first, which is the playoff match game between Tivoli and Mount Pleasant. We didn't speak after the first leg. What is your assessment What is your assessment of the
Yeah.
of the of the playoff, the Tivoli Veer game?
Well, if you look at the form book, it was always going to be Tivoli, but I thought it would be close because if you look at Tivoli Gardens team, they have not been beaten. They have only been beaten once since the start of the season by Portmore United. They have drawn one drawn or won against all the top teams in the competition so far. So it tells you that they have quality. If you notice the Tivoli team also, they have been slowly and steadily improving, improving, improving the personnel. Barrett, they had it Barrett, Trayvon Reed. Sometimes it, Dasha Satchel who wasn't playing in the early games. And sometimes just adding three players can make a whole heap of difference, like a lot of difference, if you add them onto quality already. So the farm book always said it was going to be Tivoli. Um, if you look at the form of Veer after the first 5 games, the last 5 games, I think Veer lost at least 3 of those games. I was just draw, I was just to win one and draw one, and they were just struggling. Mainly because the way they played is not novel anymore. Everybody know what they are about, and people just settle back to and try to figure out ways to beat them. I must say, I thought it would be closer. Veer actually got a lot of opportunities, but then their upfront quality just wasn't there, and it petered out into a team win for the Tivoli team.
All right, all right. We start getting well. Let me just big up some of the persons in the chat, and then we get back to our discussion, Mr. Speed. Big up Fresh God. And Fresh God, I did try to reach out to Mr. Andrew Price. He did promise to get in touch with me. And so he's going to come and speak to me at some point because we did reach out to him. Um, yes. So I do agree. Big up Ryan LFC and Balakar and Bad Way Bad Gaza and big up my friends from Sports Frenzy as well. They're also in the house. Levon and all the other people um, over there, and Josh Carl and all of these guys. Right. So I agree with you that I figured that Tivoli would have had a better quality. I told some people this week that Tivoli is the evolving, revolving Tivoli. From the start of the season until now, I think they have evolved into a different team, and that they are revolved, or there's a revolution taking place. It's almost like they had some players who started out the season, and what they have done is just they have brought in the what would call the regular um, players that we are more accustomed to, like I said, the Trayvon Reed, the Dasha Satchel. You saw also Reniki Anderson, I believe his name is. You had Thompson. Some of these guys were not playing in the earlier stages, and they brought them in. The brand of football is also looking better. But I'm disappointed in the Veer game. But I heard, here's one of the things. I heard Mr. Speed that I think Peter Prendergast is the person who was, because Parchment officiated the game. And I think it's a big thing for people to know. All right. That he actually apologized to the Veer team
Why?
because the
First
official,
goal.
the first goal, which
Yeah.
is what unsettled the Veer team. Apparently, it was a deliberate handball. We have Ryan LFC who's going to join the show because I don't know, Mr. Speed, this look like it's your son, you know. You expect to...
I'll do crowd.
Yeah, there you go. Ryan, welcome, sir.
Good evening, man. Good evening to you and Mr. Speed, man. How are you guys doing?
Good,
Good,
doing good.
Ryan. Even to
Good,
you
good,
too.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I don't
but
know
that's
much about the Premier League, especially since I come a foreign, so I'm new. I'm just trying here to learn, you know.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But what are your thoughts on that? Like an official actually apologizing to the team for a bad call, because apparently there were some cameras that actually, I think Prendergast was the, what you call those persons. He's not the
Much
football
assessor.
match assessor, and he took the video to them at halftime to show them. This is why I think VAR. I'm not saying that VAR would have won, but imagine if VAR was here in the league. maybe that would have changed the ties of the game. I don't know, but that unsettled the Veer team, and then their goalkeeper had a hip injury and stuff, and they ended up getting four trying to chase the game. But what are your thoughts on that? In terms of the official going to
Well,
apologize?
to me, it was a clear handball. I mean, it was very obvious. But some of the time, the, the referee could have been behind someone and didn't see. That does happen.
Yeah.
But based on where the infringement took place, normally you'd have the assistant referee trying to get in line with the ball at all times. So I would assume that it should have been spotted by one of the assistant referee because it was really obvious that it was a handball. The other point though is that in the 18th minute, if somebody is going to score on you, you would prefer them to score early. In the 18th minute, I would think it's early. You prefer them to score in the 18th minute than in the 88th minute. So I wouldn't be giving up if somebody scored on me in the 18th minute. So I would say that then the Veer team should have really fought still, even with that error. If you know about match resistance, everybody tell you that the first one is the tactics of the team. The second one is the 12th man, the spectators. And the third one is the referee. And then the fourth one is luck. So once you study at that level, you know that, either you call it luck or call it the referee made an error. But whichever one you call it is a part of the match resistance that stop you from winning game. And then you just have to learn to fight from there. And I say in the 18th minute, you can't see it. There's no reason for you to give up.
Yeah, that is true. Ryan, I'm going to come to, because this is a very, many people keep on saying this about Coach Ducky as we are looking at the Veer team. That he always gets to these occasions. He did it with Humble Lion, with Waterhouse, with Mount Pleasant, and now with Veer. In the DaCosta Cup, Manchester High School, he had the same thing. Sporting Central as well. He said that Sporting Central was the Barcelona of Jamaica when he was there. They got to the semi-final. Like all of these things. When he was at St. George's, it's the same thing. They got up to the playoff, and always, is there something like a coach need to get past mentally, to kind of overcome this? You understand? Overcome this thing where every time you get to the big moment, what needs to happen to break past that, like big moment? Even with the Jamaica team, I think the under 23 team or the under 20 team, as soon as they get to the place where you need that win to go on to bigger things, you collapse. Is that a mental thing, or what needs to happen? Ryan, have you ever had any situation like this where you need to break a particular barrier to say, no, I pass this barrier, I can continue on?
Always, especially when we play Jamaica College. Something about Jamaica College. Excelsior could never get the better of them. All when we're playing, better, have more shots on target, everything. You have some team are just lucky, like Jamaica College. They are a lucky team, but you have to give them credit. They are a good team, but they are lucky. And as Sir Rudolph Speed say, in football you need luck. You have to have luck in football. And I would say that the Jurgen Klopp, before him win any big major trophy with Liverpool, he go 3 or 4 final and lost. And I'm saying if him lost this one against Tottenham Spurs, this one are more devastated to the Liverpool supporter. So it do happen. But what I have to give that Van Duki. I think he's one of the best coach in Jamaica. I think a lot of people underestimate him. I think he put a lot of stick on himself because of, he likes to talk, and he's like a Jose Mourinho coach. But you have to give him respect. Probably he want to go and wash off over Elcha or somewhere where you know what I mean? Seriously. But he's a good coach still. Like, he's a good coach. But you have some people when they reach at that final erg. I remember when I play. Same Cavaliers or Rudolph Speed down at St. George's College. Well, they have about a 10 or 9 man for the entire game. Thinking the first half them get a red card, and trust me.
We get 2 red cards in the first 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Trust me, bro. I never.
Which team? You were at Boystown at that time, Ryan?
Under 17 final.
Tell us about that.
Man.
Don't tell me that you're losing, Ryan.
Virgin, I cry like a baby. I never cry in my life like that. Because I guess some of the whole Excelsior come. and semi bridge, you know, me I tell you, a man score for me from a half line.
I know so far.
Captain.
I know so far.
From a half line that man.
No, sir. I know so far. Me not do so bad. I know so far. About 30 yards. You Messi score upon him, Chevron Marsh.
A Kevin Blackwood come, I tell him say, yo, more than 2 man at the wall, and him a tell me, oh, me if you supposed to set the wall. You understand? Just give me 2 man. By the time me I set up the wall, Messi kick the ball. For the even referee blow.
And you have to wait. But it's true. We got 2 red cards, and it's 2 with national players get 2 red cards. So we're down. We had to draw for people like Ryan Miller, who was like 2 years younger at them time. Ryan Miller came from Boystown.
Yeah.
But the coach was afraid of Jason Wright. So we put Jason Wright alone up front, and the coach had 3-man marking Jason Wright. So right away him just equalize everything. So we just go man for man from there. So it really was a coach never understand, you know.
Yeah, but I know Rudolph will probably agree with me about Donovan Duke. He's a very good coach. I think he's one of the best coaching in Jamaica, but you know, sometimes to pass that early, you know what I mean, you need a little bit of luck. Especially I watch Umberline versus Arnett Garden a couple years ago where Umberline all over Arnett Garden in jungle and Donovan Duke come out lose. Sometimes that's how football. Sometimes you have to lose some for wins.
So sports friends agreeing with you. That you need to go all about over bat. But what, Mr. Speed, have you ever had like one of those hurdles thing that like you had to get past it and once to get, because people could say the same thing at Cavaliers. Cavaliers in the season that they have been in the league always get to this place but never get into the finals. But they get to
so we have been there twice. We have been there twice, once against Portmore and once against Waterhouse. But the truth is, for us to just get where we were at the semifinals is like a great achievement. We were just coming up from Super League the first year. We didn't change the players. We used the same players. So I thought we did exceptionally well to reach there. I didn't think we had any chance against Portmore, to be honest. The second year against Waterhouse, I thought we had a chance to go, but not against Portmore. The first year when we reached the semi-final. You can know when a team is just better than you. We hung out. The first match was drawn, but the second one, they gave us 3-0 over by Prison Oval, which, you know, that field was like a dump. No football match would ever play over there. And that's where we had to play them. We just never used to that type of quality field, you know, especially in the semi-final. We lost. So you're right. In a sense, you could say that by where we are. But as I said before, I would only say one of them had a chance, and it's the second one. First one, no way.
You know what I'm realizing, Ryan and Mr. Speed, is that sometimes we think it's only players who have like mental barriers. You understand me? But it happens, like I said, with coaches. And like Ryan used Klopp as an international coach as an example. It's just like this guy called Mauricio Pochettino. He has a way, like there's like a barrier that you need to break. And I think Duki, until he breaks, I mean, such a good coach. And really, when you check it though, has he won anything in Jamaica?
That don't mean you because you don't win nothing.
But how do you measure the coach though? Right.
Would you say
Bielsa? Get to Mr. Speed. How you measure the coach? And then
would you say Bielsa is a very good coach? Would you say Bielsa is not a good coach? Bielsa or coach Leeds?
Yeah, man. I think he's a good coach, but has he ever won anything?
Tell me when win.
I don't know. I don't have any.
You don't win nothing. That's how sometimes football go, you know. You win some, you lose some, and Speed can say that too because a lot of time Cavalier is supposed to come up and that early they're supposed to go over, and sometimes it's just time. Time is the master, not but before time. So Pochettino there, he going to win trophy at Paris Saint-Germain. You understand? Bielsa. Sometimes, you know, I believe you need the right player and you need the right team to go to that next level. Pochettino finally get the team to win some silverware and thing. Bielsa, he never get that chance to. He coach big team, but he always fall out with the people them. So time is a master still. I believe in that still. I don't know what Mr. Sweet have to say about that.
Yeah, well, look here. truth is, you have some coach who are just top coach where anywhere them go, them go win title because and not just them coaching ability alone. Some of the time it's because when them can demand in certain player. Mourinho not going to go anywhere if he can't buy the players that he want. So that is one of the reasons, some of the reasons why some coaches get more trophy behind their names and some. But you really have some decent coach, like the coach now that coach Italy.
Sorry.
What's his name?
Sorry about that.
You know,
At a power cut.
Sorry.
that's fine. Yeah.
The Italian coach, Mancini.
Yeah, those are very good coaches, you know, but they'll never be spoken of in the same breath like Jose Mourinho and some other coaches. So it's not because they're not good. You see what I'm saying? It's just that circumstances, you know, no work for them. But that don't mean they're not good coach. And look, he's a good coach whether I'm win titles or not.
All right, but here's my friend from Sports Friend is saying that's a measuring stick that you use to differentiate between a decent coach and a good coach and a great coach. Poch is just a decent coach who works well with young talent. So that is the argument, you know, right? Like how you categorize them. Like you must have decent, good, and great. You understand what makes a great coach, what makes a good coach, and what makes a decent coach. You understand? I guess this is a good way to look at it. Like maybe Bielsa is a decent coach, but he's not a great coach. You'd put like probably the Pep and the Klopp and those guys up there, but there's a different you have a different category for Sir Alex Ferguson and Bielsa can't be in the same category as an example. So maybe you have decent, good. And great. Yeah, because
I agree, and I am going to agree to disagree because I strongly believe if Pochettino were at Liverpool with the player that Jurgen Klopp have, or at Chelsea, I believe he can win the league. Sometimes it's all right. You believe if example, if Pep Guardiola went to Liverpool when Klopp went to Liverpool, do you think Klopp will get that same? Do you think Pep Guardiola will get that same out of the Liverpool team where he go 2 cup final, lose it?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question because, like I said, sometimes
the money Pep don't go nowhere where him don't have limited money for spend. I believe as a manager like a Pep Guardiola and a Jurgen Klopp, I think coach Klopp is better at coach. A lot of people don't give Jurgen Klopp a lot of credit about him tactics. You understand? They give him more credit about him man management skill. You understand? But coach a player, I think Jurgen Klopp better than Pep Guardiola in that aspect of the game. Right. But tactically, I think Pep Guardiola more tactical coach than Jurgen Klopp. In my opinion.
Pep Guardiola have an aura that is more intelligent than every other coach, right? He have that thing about him. Klopp, though, is a practical person, and I was going to reverse it and say Klopp man management skill is much better than Pep in my mind. I mean,
that's what I said. That's what I said.
Okay, yeah. But if you look at Jose Mourinho, his man management skill is the worst. That is why everybody, no player don't even want to play for him anymore. If you notice, right? A lot of players are saying no when them call his name.
Yeah.
But
all right. Go ahead. No man. Go ahead, Mr. Speed. You're saying, man. No man. Go ahead, man.
Right. So the truth is, if you look at team building, all of those things are a part of team to build a good team, right? The tactics, the man management skill, the reputation, how you build a team, and it's something that is very important when you play a team game. And it's only the top coach can combine all of them together and get the same amount of respect, and the players who are going to support whatever they do. No, remember, if I set a player don't agree with all the coaching methods or anything, they will never play for you, no care over them. And we have seen a lot of examples of that.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's the real thing is like Duki, though he had a very poor team, I think he had in terms of quality, he had the poorest team in the league, but could have, gotten to this place. He should have done some things. They did not. They're out. So Tivoli Gardens move on to play Cavaliers. They're going to come to that. But the second semi-final was Mount Pleasant versus Harbour View, and we saw young players versus a senior Mount Pleasant team, because the Harbour View team had only one senior pro in it, who was Lovell Palmer. They had just their captain, Johnny Talbot, left, and they played Mount Pleasant over 2 legs. Lost the first one 3-1, came back into the second leg up by 1, only to give away a very crazy goal. The game ended 1-1. So Mount Pleasant won 4-2 an aggregate. Some people say that Mount Pleasant just went into the game not trying to win, just trying not to lose, because they had a 2-goal advantage. And Harbour View didn't press enough. So Harbour View are out. Um, um, yeah, Mr. Speed, what are your thoughts
No, I don't agree with that. Harbourview scored in like the 4th minute, So Harbourview was like 1 goal behind Mount Pleasant after 4 minutes. So why would anybody say Harbourview wasn't in the game? It's until about Mount Pleasant only made the game safe in about the 70th minute, because they scored again, because I suppose Harbourview was trying to get back on terms. But no. Harbourview didn't give up, and Harbourview had some players in their unit that had have a few age, like Tevin Scott, etc. I must say that Harbourview average age is 22.8. I'm looking at transfer market here. 22.8, which is the second youngest team in the league, of course.
Which team is the youngest team?
There's a team named Cavalier. Their average age is 21.6 years.
And that is right, the youngest professional team right across CONCACAF, right?
Correct. The oldest team in the league, surprisingly, was Dundee, not Umberland. Dundee, 29.9. Is their average age. Umberland was second, was 28.5.
Because Umberland don't put Javan Watson in the team, and that is why. His name is not on the list.
Well, let me check and see if it's true you're talking.
His name is not on the list. His name, because he came on later, his name is not in that, so you won't be able to calculate the average age correctly. His name is not on it, man. Because that would bring it up to around 30-something, trust me. It's not on it. You're checking, I can't find it. It's not on it, man.
You're correct. It's not apparently it's the first set. I mean, not the last set.
Because if his name was there, it would have brought up the average age of that team. But but Harbourview, they have some good youngsters. They have this guy that I was very impressed with. He was the man of the game. Guy called Staple.
He was the one who scored in the 4th minute.
Yeah, and he kicked. He kicks the ball well for a very small player, but he kicks the ball well. He had a good game, but I didn't think the quality was as good as the first leg. I think.
Well, they do have some old players. Tevin Scott is 26. Them have Romar Campbell is 31. Lennox Russell is 27. So they do have some players that have some age. Lovell Palmer, of course, is 37.
Yeah.
Steep is a 23-year-old. They do have some age.
What do you guys think about Lovell Palmer when back in the game?
Well,
I must tell you that, I remember playing a game with Bibi Gardner, a Masters and Celebrity game, and I played that game also with that left footer from Montego Bay. What's his name? I can't remember him. He used to play for the Reggae Boy. And the quality at which those guys play in the Masters and Celebrity game, I was just in awe. I said, whoa, I wish those guys did come back and play a couple years, maybe a couple years in the Premier League, so we could kind of try and learn from him to see what he had to offer. Of course, Bibi Gardner has much better quality than Lovell, right? There's no comparison really. But I think, just when those players go overseas and play for a while, I think they should always come back and play. When they finish overseas, play for another year or two, I think it would do well for the youngsters.
Experience.
Yeah.
But one thing I want...
Don't come and try to be the star player in the team. Just come and...
Yeah. And Lovell is a very, very likable guy. He's a very humble guy too, When I was in Jamaica, few times I worked out with him at Express. But the reason why I asked you that, Steve, is Speed and Mannings, man.
Yeah.
I am a personal trainer, right? And most Jamaican players don't take the gym seriously. And if I know about the gym, I know about it, but I was afraid of it. When Coach Aleman usually put me in the gym and stuff, I was afraid of the gym. Be serious with it, because the pain afterwards, but not knowing at that time if you go consistently, like 3 days a week out of the 9 months, every month you go, you'd have feel much more better. And as a personal trainer, what I would love, Mr. Speed, you to do with your player them, gym work is very, very important as a personal trainer. Most Jamaican player don't cannot manage to go a season 9 months. What the gym do to them is mentally, physically, they get less injured when they do gym workout. They're strong upper body, their legs. The gym work is very, very important. And if you look at Lovell Palmer at female age and you look at him body structure or him build, that's
Yeah.
all I'm telling you the gym work. Most Jamaican player don't go into the gym. Most Jamaican player don't eat proper food. This box food after. And I'm glad how the league is improving, Steve. I like no seriously, the league has been improving. You know, when I was at Boystown and it garden, they start to cook and all of these stuff for the player them and porridge and all of them stuff there. It's very important. Because many times when I don't play Steve, I could even find food for eat. Hungry. You understand? So I would love for you to tell a young player them eat the gym. Eat the gym. Make a big difference when you go down that pitch.
The,
And
the,
you're
the,
100% correct on both the gym and the food. So I have to be forcing players to eat. That's why you're not eating. They don't like food. That's about food for an athlete is not something that you like. Food for when you go on a date, you have to like the food, they want to feel good. But for an athlete, your language have to be different. Oh, I get my proteins from wherever you're supposed to get your proteins. Me get my carbohydrate, me get my vegetable, me get my fruits. So that is how you look at food. Food in these categories and not to say, oh, me like this because it tastes good. So and that is, Ryan, is what they don't learn yet. I don't know when they're going to learn.
Yeah, they need to go, man. Mr.
but
Speed, right now,
but do
I
you
am
have on the gym thing, Mr. Ryan? Let me ask this question: do your players as part of your preseason or during the season? Do you have a gym that they have access to, or you have your own?
what
What?
in when
No, I'm
I
talking. No, man, I'm talking like Mr. Speed. If Cavaliers have that setup for his players where they have to go to the gym, or
No, we don't have any gym. What we're trying to do is is to get the equipments and keep it at our training venue. We do have some equipments,
okay.
but no, we don't have a
but
gym that they go to.
what I would love for you to do, Mr. Speed, I know you're a man or a businessman. Reach out to Express Fitness. Reach out to them. Tell
Send
them
me
that
him number.
no, no. I don't have the number of Express. You understand? But Express we could have reached out
Yeah,
to them to have a they can sponsor you guys to come in like 2 or 3 times. Because I'm telling
a
you,
week.
Mr. Speed, right now, if I go back in football, trust me, I would be better. When I go and play local the other day I go play local corner league for one team, man. I'm telling you, man, I feel huge. I feel confident because of my body structure, how I'm feeling of myself. You understand? So I would love for the Jamaican Premier League player them to go into the gym, man. Why Jerome? Why you think Arnett Garden couple years ago when they were winning the Premier League with O'Neal Bigger Thompson? Like every morning they come, Jerome went in the gym, in the evening, hop on the step, physical. Trust me, Mr. Speed, if you ever try that, come next year. No other Premier League team will do that consistent. If you ever try that, Mr.
No,
Speed, you beat
No
Portmore
everybody.
man.
does it there.
And
No,
Mount
Portmore
Pleasant.
does it.
And Mount
Portmore
Pleasant.
and Mount Pleasant does it.
Yeah. Mount Pleasant have a gym that they use. And I think Mobile United, they have their own gym as well. I think Mobile United probably have their own gym at their venue. But I see Warren here. Warren here is from Canada. Mr. Speed, and he's asking what is the vision for our league. We're gonna come to the semifinals at the back end because it's only 2 games, and we're gonna talk to you about that. But he's asking what is the vision for our league, economic growth and player development, and what are some of the players to look out for in the future and present. I mean, you want to take that?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you consider the new organization that is formed, they have structured themselves in such a way that they have stopped talking about trying to run the league in terms and just say, JFF, you run the league. And what they are trying to do is just become like a economic center where we just try to do earn money for the clubs. Not, so if you notice, like even this year, without spectators, the league was able to do even better than it did last year in terms of funding, because what we did was move to a television product, which is where money is really. There's at least about 22 countries watching our Premier League. That I could count. There could be more. We sold the rights to overseas to a company who is a retailer of matches. So when you're looking at economics, if you look at our field when we play, if you look at how pleasing the place look, if you look at billboards, there was billboard right around the field, every single the four corners. Those are all economics, and we don't stop it. I mean, we have a major sponsor who didn't get the green light to come on board, but they're on board for the next season. So also, what we're doing is we're trying to get all our games on Instat next year. Now, if you get your games on Instat, right away the value of the league just change. I mean, scouts will be able to just sit in their living room and figure out who are the best players in Jamaica by just querying the database. So that is one of our biggest thing that we're doing for the next season. And if we achieve that, you can just imagine what the value of that league will be based on just us having statistics on every single player now, every single team, every single, just and so that is some of the things that we're looking at to get the league to be much more valuable. Of course, the other thing we're looking at, last year we had 7 foreigners in the league from across the Caribbean. We had 4 at Portmore, 2 at Mount Pleasant, 1 at Cavalier. And we're looking to expand that amount of persons who play in the league from overseas. Because what we want to be known in the Caribbean, that this is where you come to play good football. Wherever the best talent in the Caribbean want to come here. And if we're able to achieve it again, the economic value will go right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I must say I'm impressed with the feel. When I look at you guys feel where when you put in the game, it's a good look. Marketing, I understand, because a few feel I go around in Canada and you guys have the same pitch like the Canadian feel where they use. So that's a good strategy. If you take it out of the people would say, oh, it's not a good thing. Keep the fans at the zinc fence and stuff. But sometime in life you have to no, seriously. I'm from Rima, but sometime in life you need changes to go the right way. And we as people have to accept that. If we want to really support our team, the game playing at the UA or the game playing at come and support the team. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's all I have to say. And I'm impressed with a few of the local player them. I don't know much of them, but this youngster from I was been supposed to do a video about him for a couple weeks now. Atkinson. I really impressed with that youth. I get a lot of clippings. He
You're,
play
talk, you're talking Dewey Busy Atkinson of
listen,
Cavaliers.
that guy should be in the team, bro. That guy should be in our
Is
World
it?
Cup qualified team, preparing him for the 2026 World Cup. He never too young. You know what I mean? We need to get that mindset, and the JFF need to get that mindset and say, yo, listen, we're building for the future. The World Cup is in our backyard. When we have talent like this, we need to bring them at the forefront. Experience is very important. You understand? It's very important. What me get at Boys Town, play against the Premier League team as early as possible at the age 16, 17, training with Michael Cameron and all of these players. So the experience for a young player like him, why we not have him around the team? We have a 35-man squad. He should be traveling around the team. Although he's not going to play, but around the team to get that custom like we have Tyreek McGee. They are the future in a bridging. We are wait pan. We wait pan to the last minute to put them in. I think this kid ready to play in the Jamaican national team. Yeah.
Right. He
Yeah,
has played
he have
in,
no, he
in the
has no, he no afraid, he no scared, he no
skill.
scared, he no scared. He just like Terry Maggie them all talented more. You understand? You just need to
Yeah.
get the opportunity.
You're going to say Mr. Speed. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, for a player who's in the Premier League, like he played in the last year in the Chunky the season after Manning Cup, he played a little. And this year, he has played 20 games and he has scored 7 goals. I mean, as a midfielder, that's a pretty good pip you score that, you know. And not to mention his other values that he has assists also. So I think he's the best talent we have, the best young attacking player. I would venture to say the best young attacking player under 25. I would even bother say under 20 because he's 90. I would say under 25. And not the Brian is correct.
You have no fear, bro. The man control with both. He can score with both feet. He first touch is very well.
Cross the ball with both feet.
It's just, brother. I don't know about this player. The guy named JT Taylor tell me about this player, and I go and he send me clip and say, "Yo, Ryan, this guy." And you know what's funny? JT Taylor on my channel, I say, "Yo, no local player can in this team. You're mad, Ryan." And someone tell him about this player, and him go look it up, and him start to follow him. And I have to say, bro, come on, bro, this kid not ready yet. I didn't see him, and I say, "Yo, Ryan, trust me, go watch him, no man. Him good."
Well,
Until all me I say, "Yo, bro, I will pay you for come say them thing up on my channel, bro." And when me go look, bro, me have to eat back my words, bro. The man ready, bro. Look at enough of these national team. The youth to play for Borussia Dortmund. How many games him get for England at the Euro? What's his name again? He play midfield.
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham. Come on, Jamaica, man. Me no want
We need one of those.
see serious speed. Me no want hear the JFF tell me say, yo, you know, Ryan, the money and the cost. The experience. We have to look ahead. We as Jamaicans sometimes we're blindside. We now look at the future. Bro, I usually talk like this when I was in Jamaica. And my brain then I look at matches back. No, I get that's what I'm telling you, Mr. Speed. Trust me. Me sit down right here, so not one thing change about me. Just experience and exposure me get. That's the only thing change about me, bro. I'm telling you. Experience, that's what I say. Bring the youth now the team, and that make a big difference to you.
Yeah. But I can give you some, like I always tell people, I've been telling them from the start of the season, many of them beat me hard, but I still believe it, that in the league, I could find a starting 11 or even more of, say, under 23 players that I think could dominate CONCACAF if kept in a system and form the core of a team for 2026. I'm going to give you some of the names. And there are others out there. This is not it's not conclusive, but there are other names. You have the same Dwayne Busy Atkins, right? You have Webster.
Hold on.
You're writing them down. Let me give you names, right? It's Romario Webster from Cavaliers, right, Mr. Speed?
Ronaldo.
Right, Ronaldo Webster. I'll give you some from Cavaliers, some Harbour, from Portmore. From
Tell me club them too.
Ronaldo Webster from Cavaliers.
What's position?
He plays on the wing.
Yeah, winger. Best position is as a winger.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
You have Chanel Thomas from Cavaliers.
He's something else. He has only played 16 match for us, and he's on I think him on about 8 goals, 7 goals. Yeah, him good too.
Dwayne Busy Atkins from Cavaliers.
I have that already.
All right. Richard King, who was recently called up to the national team from Cavaliers. All right. I don't want it to seem like we can give it. Right. I don't want it to seem like a Cavaliers team. No, but
if the best player them, and this way we as Jamaica have to understand. Virgin, if the best player them is Cavaliers, if I have them in our pool, if the best player them from Harbour or Waterhouse, and we need to come out of that frame of mind.
No, man, I'm just that is true.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just the viewers.
Yeah. Right. So people in the comment section will comment to your comment because somebody are putting up some very good name. So let's get to Harbourview. Harbourview have Akwasa Chang.
Yep.
Very good kick.
Good forward. They have Krista J. Daly.
What number? Why him play Chang?
Forward. Krista J. Daly, right? He's a top.
And Chang is 20.
Chang is 20. Daly is what, 19?
Daly 8. Yeah, 19.
19. Krista J. Daly is 19. All right. They have Jimenez. who play right back or right midfield. He's from Excelsior, 16-year-old. He's also at Harbour.
Excelsior.
Yeah,
No,
man.
Kaim Priestley is 20. Him is
Yeah,
a good
Kaim
one.
Priestley as well. But Zemini is the
Is
Excelsior.
that guy related to the Priestley family from Harbour?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. So he's a
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Hakeem Priestley family.
No, him brother.
I don't know if they are brothers, but I know they are
Yeah,
related.
man, one set name Priestley, one set name Priestley, and one set of Priestley, bro, and they are from
Yeah.
Harbour.
All right. So you have. So I'll give you 4 from Harbour. You have
Zeminis is 16 for sure.
Zemini's 16.
That's eight player. I want to make
Yes.
sure.
All right.
That's
Eight.
yeah, 4
Eight
from
player.
Cavaliers and that 4 from Harbour.
All right. I'll give you 4 from Mount Pleasant now. Right? Because there are others. From Mount Pleasant, you have Devante Campbell.
Campbell. I tell him age.
Right? He's 17.
Wow.
You have Tajay Anderson. Mount Pleasant. He's 18.
He a youngster these, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. He's 18. You have Prince Christie, Mount Pleasant. He's 18.
And these are players that actually play, you know.
These are players who play in the team. These are
start.
not benchers. These are starters who play in the team. You have
Tajay Anderson. You said Tajay Anderson?
Yeah, I've said Tajay Anderson already. You have Gary Mills. So those are 4 from Mount Pleasant. All right. So I give you 4 from Mount Pleasant, 4 from Harbour, 4 from Cavaliers. Now I will go to Portmore. Portmore have Omar Reed.
Go on again. Portmore now.
Yeah, Portmore have a guy named Omar Reed. Just finished playing for Clarendon. I don't know his age, but he can't be more than 19, 20 at most.
See if I find him.
You have
What
Shan.
position he play?
He plays
Left attacking. Whether wing or the left back, he can play both.
Yeah.
Left back.
Or left wing. He play both. He's an attacking player on the left side.
You have Emilio Rosso from Portmore as well.
Portmore.
Emilio Rosso. Played for St. George's 1 season.
Well, he's 21.
He's
Striker
21.
play?
No, he
defender.
can play in a back 3. I think he has been called to the national team, you know.
He play midfield too.
And he plays midfield. All right.
Left-sided player, left-footed.
All right. You have a guy called Shandy James, because Shandy James was at Boystown, I think, and moved to Portmore.
Well, he's 22.
He's left back.
Oh.
No, Shandy, I think he plays midfield.
No, man, central midfielder. Very good number 6, number 8.
Yeah.
Portmore?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays at Portmore, but he was a former Boystown player, you know, I believe,
Yeah.
who was at Clarendon College.
Oh, like
20 what have here is
Can't be more than 22, 23.
well, I soon tell you how much. That's how it's doing.
And Omar Reed is 20, yeah. 19, yeah, man. Fresh God just put that. Omar Reed.
Sonny James at 22, though. He's a 99 player.
22, all right. You have no, let's go, somebody saying he's 21, so somewhere right there, 21, 22. Let's go to
Me know him, man. He come from the same street.
Let me tell you, see, Reed, man,
Solid player.
You used to play for Boystown. You must play for Clarendon.
Look here, in born August 26, so I'm 22 now.
I say,
Okay.
Look at you there grow, man.
Right.
But what this tell me have something, I go say something to you when you don't give me them name. Because I have something important I want to say.
All right. Let's go to,
just give me
because
the
we
name.
don't get to Waterhouse yet, you know. Waterhouse have no Shaquille Bradford is his name.
Yes, and he's 20. He's one of the leading goal scorers.
One of the leading goal scorers, Shaquille Bradford.
Shaquille Bradford.
I think he played for Camperdown. I believe. They have this guy named Beadle who was at Excelsior last year as well.
Position him play.
I think he's a right back. Beadle plays for Waterhouse as well.
Beadle.
Right? Beadle.
I know that guy name. I know that man. I know him.
All right.
He's 16, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 16. And listen, these are players who start for their team, you know.
All right. You're my suggestion now, Mr. Speed.
And there are more now because we don't go to Arnett Garden, captain who is Romario Guthrie, who is a youngster.
Give me them name, man. Come on, know them bridging. So when them come on back
Guthrie,
again, me have an idea when me attack.
I think the Arnett Garden team is probably one of the youngest. It's a very young team as well.
The third youngest.
The third youngest team. And I mean, they have Romario Guthrie, who's a captain, who is a youngster.
Not so young though, I'm 22.
My suggestion.
Luka Kanga like 18.
Somebody said I leave out Shantamai Taylor.
Shantamai Taylor.
He was at St. George's. Which team Shantamai play? I don't see Shantamai playing. No man. All right. I didn't even call Alwyn Harvey, who's a player that I transferred to Mount Pleasant, but because he's 23, so I don't have him in there. But Shantamai Taylor is a former St. George's player. But is he at where is Shantamai playing? I think Shantamai isn't overseas. Because remember, we're looking at the players who playing in the league, So I'm not sure. Somebody can tell me. Is Shantamai Taylor playing in the league, Mr. Speed?
Not that I know.
No, man. Yeah. So those are some. But go ahead, Ryan, and see what you're saying, and then. Yeah.
My suggestions.
Oh, he's at Waterhouse. I hear that he's at Waterhouse.
Okay.
My suggestion still, if we really want to see our youngster them go to the next level, I think the earliest possible at the age 16, 17, 18 will get them in the USL. And after that, they don't go there and sick because we're foreign minded, Some of the Jamaican youth, them foreign minded. That's why I come back here and tell you about experience and exposure to bring them to places and all of them stuff. But that's for another day, another topic. I'm saying get them to the USL at the age of 16, 17. Afterwards, they spend 2 years, 20, they're moving out of the USL. I think that's the best decision we can do because the USL give you a lot of highlight. You understand? It doesn't make no sense with sending player going to the USL at the age of 23. For do what? We are 23, you're supposed to have playing at Europe. 16 and 17 and 18, we should get them in the MLS, in the USL, and then they move up. Either them going to the MLS or they're going to bigger thing. I don't know what you guys have to say about that because really and truly, to keep some of these youngsters inside of the Premier League, basically they're going to waste. Like a young man, like your player, the young player there, Atkinson. Mr. Speed, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. No way you can hold on upon a youth, bro. You shouldn't never.
But me don't understand you. Me don't want to hold on upon
release class in I'm thing. Put release class, seller and class in I'm thing. There's no way we should send that.
One thing I can tell you.
Trust me, I know the business.
One thing I can tell you, Ryan, if Mr. Speed not holding on to them, they used to have to Karim Paris and all of these guys.
Why am Ryan Millack?
Remember Ryan Miller did leave Cavalier and go to Philadelphia Union Academy for 2 years, and then he never make it. So he came back to Jamaica and he played for me when I was in Super League to come back in Premier League. He was my captain. He was like 19 when he come back. But then he went on to UA because UA offered him a lot more money, both him and Jenkins. And then that was him career never got so good afterwards. Because remember me think deal with players different. So it never got so good afterwards.
Yeah. Mr. Speed, one thing I have to say, I have to give a credit, and this is why sometimes me and my channel I have to give you enough respect because you're a man, you're 40 youths, you believe in a youth. Nobody can say you ever blighted a youth future or stuff. You always want to give them opportunity. And that's the greatest thing. No youth don't get the opportunity to express themselves. I use them for that. So when it comes on to youth football, I don't think nobody in Jamaica good like you to run it, bro. We see that over and over. The stats show us say, you're dominant. And if a record and stats show you're dominant.
So, and this year, as I tell people, we lose 10 players and we just replace them with pure youths.
You always losing player. Mr. Speed, you're always losing player you because sometimes you want to just do a new thing,
Well, I'll give you like a secret, Ryan, and you're probably the nail on the head. After the end of the season, I sit down and me take up all of my IDs and I make 3 row. Must keep, maybe, and don't want. It's every coach week though. Don't think it's me.
Yeah, as a businessman, you have to have that mindset. You know what I mean? I've been preparing for the whole summer for the Premier League.
Yeah. I have a lot of comments. So,
a lot of stuff. Yeah, go for it, man.
so let me just say to the people in the comment section, listen, really, we're having a good discussion. I'm going to take a comment, so just give us some time because we still want to preview the 2 semi-finals which take place on Saturday, so Mr. Speed can give us the time. And we also heard the rumbling down in Montego Bay. Now that there were 2 Montego Bay teams supposed to play off Ryan to come in the Premier League. Big rumblings are going down there. What are the having some issues apparently? So we want to kind of see if Mr. Speed can shed any light on that if he knows. But
Mannings, man, before you get in the comment section, the Premier League, where the Jamaican Premier League, they're not going to relegate nobody for 2 years.
No, but there are 11 teams now because UE fell out. So Mobile United and Wadada are supposed to play in November apparently to come up, but Mobile Wadada is having some problems. But we're gonna get to that. But I thought this comment is interesting about what do you think about the college scholarship system versus USL. So I just respond to that. I think a lot of this has to do with the parent and the player, because if a parent want to send their child to college, then I mean, because when a youth is 16, 17, the parents still have a lot to say in terms of, you understand me, where they go and what they do. And maybe some parents would prefer if they get an education and then if they play a little football, that's it. But so that is what I'd say. So big up all the persons in the comment section. We're going to try and go through as much of them. Can JPL schoolboy players play in the Manning Cup? I think they can. But and Mr. Speed can answer to this. But my position is that if you play in the JPL, you should not go back and play schoolboy football. But here is the truth. There are some old boys from some of these schools that they gave the scholarship to these kids, and they're going to do everything, even to the detriment of the players sometimes, to get these players to play for the school. But I believe that if you're playing in the JPL, you should not be playing Manning Cup or the Costa Cup. That's what I think. Either you play Manning Cup and the Costa Cup and leave the JPL, or you play the JPL and leave Manning and the Costa Cup alone. What say you guys?
I agree with you because Atkins, I think him shouldn't play him last year. I think he should come straight in the Premier League. All right, you have some player. May I agree and may I disagree, because you have some player who are late bloomer. You understand? I have some player who mature fast enough. So like all the late bloomers, they can stay. They still can play that.
But if you're starting, what about? But what I'm saying is, because these players that we call out in Orion, these
if they're good,
they're all starting, right, Mr. Speed? They're all starting and playing every week. Why would they go back and play Manning Cup?
I'm not going to lie to you, Mannings, man. You see these old boys, they are so powerful, bro. And
Yes.
they are unity. They are powerful.
And they go to the parents and give the parents a lot of money.
Money. Yeah. Yeah. Pay them. No, I'm not lie to you, Bridging. In the more time I play Manning Cup, Bridging, and boy, I'm leading on the manager carry myself. What I'm reading, what I'm to you every weekend you have a different story. I said, man, I light. So I think them very powerful, bro. And when you have a unit, when you have so much old boy together, it's very hard to conquer them, bro. That's why them say, in anything you do, unity is strength. To get your voice heard, you have to have unity. You understand? So they are very powerful, and Mr. Speed know that too. Very hard. Because these men go and give the parents $50,000, $60,000, and some of the Jamaican parents them now work and they're going to take it.
So what do you do, Mr. Speed?
And
you have
some
a player.
TV and fridge and stove. Rough.
So all right. So what I'm saying, Mr. You have a player at your club. He's 16-year-old, and he's doing well, right? Doing well at the club. Look like him can go overseas, right? The past student comes, say they want him to play, and you say, no, you now make the man play because you had him play under 12, under 15, and all of that. You're saying that they can still go to the parents and give the parents stuff, and the parents.
Of course, easy. It's not even a contest.
Of course.
Because they don't have the money to give them.
Mannings, man. These past students, you know, and more show you how it powerful, brethren. You see, you walk in a business place like a Bashko. May I use Bashko? One time support Arnett Garden too. I think they one time support the Premier League. Bashko, you walk in a Bashko. That example, guys. And the past students of KC, and he's the boss at Bashko. And he said to him, said, yo, you know, me go Jamaica, you know, me go KC. Automatically, him a look out for you.
You get the job.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. You walk KC out of any other school in Jamaica, them look out for them. Them look out for them people.
Yeah.
So these old boy Bridget Manning's band, them powerful. Them give a fridge, them give washing machine, them give this everything, bro. And them are people, business people. Most of them are business people, bro. And they go and take out fridge, mattress, where you want. So it's very hard for the club to run a race with these past students. Cause as me say honestly, they are very powerful.
Yeah.
KC, JC, all of them.
And J-Ross is saying, J-Ross is really saying something good, that the incentives also have to be there for the players to play in the JPL, in terms of maybe if the parents see that the son is going to get.
No, the incentive is there because let me give you a story. All the players, yeah, it's good. All the players.
See you next one here.
Yeah, man, big player. And Christopher Yens were 16 to big player. He plays from he was 15 for us.
You have a right back who play for Cavaliers, man. What's his name?
Kyle Ming, best right back in the country. Kyle Ming.
No, I lie to you, bro. If may I tell you the truth, bro. Right now, may I tell you, Alvas Powell now impress me. Alvas Powell now give me that Alvas Powell when him just break out him hungry. You understand? Sometimes it's the next thing now when you have a Jamaican player, you have so much money, you know, put in that hard dedication work where you usually put in. Alvas Powell now give me that Alvas Powell when him just a breaking at the team. Want you to hungry and fight. You see that youth named Javon Brown, where we usually play for Harbour.
Yeah, man. Big player and play for
bro, watch him man play for Vancouver, bro. Watch him play for Vancouver up and down. Why is it we can't give Javon Brown a start in a national? Anyway, I don't want to go on the national.
Yeah. But so, Mr. Speed, you're going to say something.
But so hold on, the right back youth for Cavaliers, him should have another team. Him should have another reggae boys team. Him should have another team here, bro.
Right, what we're discussing again?
Yeah, we're talking about the players and the incentive to play.
Oh yes, so I just give from experience because it's the best of the team. Jamal Topi, Nicky Woodaley, Kaim Paris, they rebel. They said they're not going back to play their last year in schoolboy football. Right? All three of those players got contracts to play overseas within the same year. They never even it even cost them 6. I don't think it was 6 months more before all of them get contract and go overseas. Because once we went to the Gothia Cup in Europe and it opened their eyes as to what is possible, those boys said, well, we're done with schoolboy football now, and they get contract. So, Nick O'Shea Murray, who was a near 90% pass completion rate for Cavalier, decided that he was going to go on and play. So he played 2 more years schoolboy football. So you know he's here still playing. So there's the incentive. Remember now, you're talking about a Kaim Paris probably earning near $1 million a month to play.
So, that's $1 million Jamaican a year people work for.
So I'm saying the incentive was there. But because of the instant gratification where the parent could get a washing machine right now, they're not seeing the future. And that is the difference. So if you look at this boy that played for Manchester United, right? I know right now I want to talk about Man U, Rashford. The first time I really noticed Rashford, is about 3 or 4 years ago when he destroyed Arsenal, scored 2 goals. And I don't know if everybody remember that.
Yeah, in Premier League debut that. Yeah. But the Thursday he play and score he scoring at the Europa League for Vanguard, and he bring him over in first debut game in the Premier League.
Right.
Him not destroy Arsenal, he just scored 2 lucky goals.
Whatever. And then after that, I mean, they were. This is what I was told. They were in a little crowd, and one of the established footballers, I think it was Wayne Rooney, came to him and said, "Come on, go down to the pub and have a drink." And he said, "No, you have exam tomorrow morning. You have to go home now." So those players were still going to school and playing professional football, just not the public school that asked them to play. But imagine you have a busy Atkinson going to KC and decides him playing Premier League, but he not play Manning Cup. What would happen to him? I mean, I don't know.
You know what the difference? Still, Mr. Speed, and you're right about the public school. What they do in England when you are they don't depend. We in Jamaica we depend on high school to build up our player, and that's not the case in England. They have academy to build up the player them. But at the lower level, like at the lower level, they still don't play in the school.
Yeah.
They still don't, they play for
The
the
academies.
community team. The
Yeah,
community team. You understand? Because I think Marlon King start out in a community team. Yeah. Marlon King start out. 'Cause I interview him. So Marlon King start out in a community team. And I say, wow. People were saying, yo, Marlon King good at female, but him didn't come up in a big academy. You understand? Him start out as him community team, and then from him community team, then him go in a League One, and then from League One, him just start to score and things start to get better. So we need to get away from that mindset about school. I think they should change the school Manning Cup bridging. If you're good enough, you should not play.
Right, because imagine a 19-year-old playing against a 15 and 16-year-old. What is that? I mean, nothing. Military Guna, Shakes, I want to you to earmark him to play in this year Premier League. And then we hear the Shakes are trained for his school team. So you call him up for me. But definitely I one of the future. This boy is versatile, one of the best midfielder we have young at 17. Okay, see. No, sorry. This is one of the players we have enough hopes to play next year. Definitely at least. All youth, Shakes, good youth.
Yeah, man. But big up military Guna. People, big up in the comment section. I'm still like, remember, we will come to as many of your comments as possible. There's a lot of them going on there. Big up military Guna. Big up all the Arsenal people in here. No team that destroy Arsenal and just score 2 goals against Arsenal. All right? Simply put, right? But this weekend is very interesting because the semi-finals are played over 2 legs, right? So it will be Cavaliers versus Tivoli and Waterhouse versus Mount Pleasant. Mr. Speed, tell us about those games, what time, and I mean, people keep struggling, like to, especially people are overseas. They really want to watch the league, but the broadcasters they have to
not showing in Canada.
Unless you have the Sportsmax app working over there or CVM, and I know people struggle with that. I know Dre Anyweather is one of those persons.
I watch CVM on TVJ here.
Yeah? It comes on CVM.
It come on CVM live. CVM always, I don't know, man. We need to get I don't know, man. I can't believe we're watching Jamaican Premier League and it not showing on the local TV, or watching the national team, it not showing that. This is poor, man. No, and we really love football.
It's on CVM, man. It's on CVM.
It's on CVM live?
Yeah, man. It's normally one of the game come on. They normally don't bring both.
What time the game I play?
So Mr. Speed, tell us about the game this weekend, the time and all of that.
The game this weekend, it's gonna be Cavalier versus, as you said before, Cavalier versus Tivoli Garden, and then Waterhouse against Mount Pleasant. The game is going to start at 12 o'clock and 2:30 because on Saturday curfew starts at 6 o'clock. So the game is at 12 and 2:30. The Cavalier game is the one that is at 12. And then next week will be the return leg.
That's next week, Wednesday.
Yes, although I'm seeing Thursday here, but October 7th is in. I wonder if it's a
October
surprise.
7,
Yeah,
October 7 a Thursday, man, when Jamaica play United States.
You
yeah.
can't
So
play on the Thursday.
that must be wrong. It should be the Wednesday. And it will flip. Waterhouse will play first at 1, and Cavalier will play at, I think it's gonna be at 2:30. It's at 3:30 here, but I'm not sure. But I think it's going to be at least a half hour back, because these games now will play to the finish if there's a stalemate, extra time and penalties next week Wednesday, and then the
Okay.
final will be played on Saturday.
But,
And it's a one leg final,
That
not
one
two.
leg final.
Yeah.
but Mr. Speed,
Yes.
weekend, the game is played on weekend. That show you that the Jamaican government don't respect football highly. We play in our national Premier League at that time. You know that it'll be good for now when a lot of people at home we can watch it. You know, these are some of the things that TV don't want to bring the game because who watching at that time? Yes, we know you have a pandemic and we have a time, a COVID time where you have a lockdown at 6, but good God, man, no spectators go in the game. It's just both team or 4 team going to the venue. Why not the game play at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the night?
And
Well,
be
one
Television.
given
of the thing is
and
that
be
that
given
venue
letters.
don't have light. It's not yet erected. I know they're going to do it, but it don't have light at this point in time.
Okay.
And the truth is, we try to really work with the government with the pandemic response, because look here, it was such a difficult thing for us to get this thing off the ground, months back and months. So basically, them beat us into submission after a while, and we just go with we
Yeah,
just go with
I think it's just I think football is just the trust. You know what I mean? What I mean by trust, like, oh, you guys going to anger the protocol. I sure you guys don't have a lot of case, and
no, we do
many of
extremely
big
well.
company probably have a lot of case more than you guys, and
No, yes, definitely. We did extremely well. With like my team, we don't even have one positive case, not even one.
so
And I
they
know,
they not they stay one place.
no, they all stay at their home, but footballers, is the most. Based on when we were starting to prepare, we told them exactly what to do. We took some measures, like for instance, we don't the gears at the training. We give them and say you have to keep your gears and wash it and come. We're not angling it none at all. So we took some measures like that. We don't carry water for the players; they have to carry it from their home. So we say no, you angle your own water. So we really took some measures that help a lot, and we have not had one cases. Plus, as you know, we have the normal protocol: no spectators. We take the
The regular COVID test.
every morning, we test every week. So we really did well with the protocol, and I suppose. Plus education, and about 60% to 70% of my players take the vaccination. So I think footballers are among the most educated about vaccination in the society. Plus, the two most important factor: we train in the sun. We not train in the evening. We make sure we train in the sun, which is the greatest sanitizer ever made. Right, the sun kill the germs, and we train in an environment where we're not in a building, we're outside. So
Where
it's
you train over Excelsior still?
no, we do a alpha boy as a train. So those two, ventilation and sunlight, is two of the best way to ward off the virus, and that's how we train.
Yeah. Nice feel of training up, man. Nice feeling.
Yeah. That's why we knock the ball, We're
Yeah,
knocking
yeah, yeah. I'm impressed, man, because I supposed to work for NCB, NHT. I supposed to get a work at NHT and then end up come a foreign. So business house.
Yeah,
So
they are the better place, man. Foreign, man. All
nice.
more.
Mr. Speed,
No, they were paying good speed. They pay good, man. They pay good. But I get nearly 60,000, bro, after tax.
At that time, that would have been well. Good money. Yeah.
Yeah, they paying good.
Yeah. I see Jordan saying that it's unfortunate that Sportsman doesn't have a web app anymore, only mobile, which only works if you're a digital user. And so these are some of the things that need to be fixed for next season.
I
Because
think the
We
JPL need
we
you
can't
guys
fix
need
Sportsmark's business. Not
speed.
Sportsmark did that.
You know that you guys can probably getting your guys own apps.
yeah,
Um,
like you can do a JPL app itself. Like the JPL can do an app. Like somebody create an app Well, I guess you
Yeah,
don't have the
but
rights, right? But they can't. You're probably not gonna have the rights to show the video. Oh, you are the owners.
No man, we are the owner
Yeah.
of the
yeah, because youth in Jamaica, man, they can make the apps. They make one for the cricketer Marlon somewhere. And I'm supposed to give them some money and cricketers.
Don't get
no,
me
yeah,
started.
man, disassociate yourself
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
statement
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
we don't want to
Oh
like
God,
it. So.
no, yeah. All right. Shatta is saying what? Antiviral effect of sunlight. Let me fact check that.
Yeah, please do. We
What
didn't
is
say that. We are saying that the sun kill the
it?
virus. So if you probably have it on you say
That
that.
them say still. That them say still. Nice summer, but no, it coming on to the winter here.
And
We don't
yeah,
have
so
that. We don't have that over here.
and as Jay mentioning two other names that we didn't mention, these guys from Arnett Garden, Shandy Lopez and
Yeah.
Earl Simpson. Good players, a
Yes.
lot of good players
Yeah.
out there.
Well,
But let me just,
John Cunningham from Arnett Garden plays both
yes,
centre half and centre forward.
and he played midfield in the last game. But the semifinals, let me tell you this. So Ryan, Mr. Speed, my pick for the semifinals, because Waterhouse versus Mount Pleasant is going to be people. Let me say this to you, right? If you have an opportunity, please watch this game. All right, they are going to be two good games. But Waterhouse plays very good football. I mean, very good football. Maurice Gill from St. George's is the coach. I know they have lost one of the Howell brothers, Kenroy Howell. I think he just went back to El Salvador, but his brother is there. They have one of the Chambers brothers in goal. They have Colorado Murray. They have the young
Big
Bradford
ball, I call him
Hill.
Murray.
Yeah, the other forward that they have that never play was at Boystone, Rafiq Thomas.
Wait,
No, Rafik is at
Tivoli,
Portmore
right?
now.
Huh?
Rafik is at Portmore now.
Rafiq left Waterhouse?
Rafik Thomas at Portmore, like the
No man,
second
what?
season.
No man, Waterhouse.
You talk about Rafik Thomas. Oh, I thought this is Rafik Brand.
No,
Rafik
Rafiq
Thomas at
Thomas.
Water. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, where
Rafik
Colorado playing for? Our Waterhouse?
Waterhouse have Colorado Murray. They have Rafiq Thomas. They have Andre Fletcher.
Andre Leslie.
Andre Leslie.
Shaniel Bradford with 5 goals.
You understand me? They have
Russian Sharp.
Rushy and Sharp. These are all attacking players. They have
Kevin Stewart.
You're right. They have Richard Thomas, the little wing back. Campbell. I mean, they have a very, very good team. Howell plays well. But I think this Mount Pleasant team has been playing better. The fact that they have now, I think the guys from Sports Frenzy, they were saying this earlier, that one of the things that Mount Pleasant has done that has helped them is that they have incorporated a lot of their four-year academy players are a regular fixture in the club. And then Jordan Fletcher, it has since he has started playing, has scored in almost every game that he has played. I've always felt like this guy, if he was just this is one of the youngsters that I seen coming out of school during when even your big ball from George's was there because he
Discipline mash him up, man.
I mean, Alex Marshall.
That whole time that they had this guy from Clarendon College, I'm going to tell you his name, Craigton Charlton. Right, that year, Craigton Charlton, Peter Lee Vassell, Alex Marshall, and Jordan Fletcher. I mean, and at the JC team with Tyreek McGee, all of these ballers, and then so many of them have just gone.
You know what the problem, man, is, man? I can tell you from my experience. When playing great in the Manning Cup and then come over in the Premier League, you feel like you're this big team, you don't want to sit down on the bench because I don't want to sit on the bench, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If I'm keeping fit on the bench, I'm done with it, bro. I've been patient. You know, I always surprised every minute Kirk Porter, old man at the goal, give me a chance now. And it just get me frustrated because I'm coming out of Manning Cup with that hype. Fletcher, same thing. When him leave high school and went to Mobile United, you have player at the time at Mobile United were playing good. So you have to be patient and wait on him opportunity. And when him get him opportunity, he grab it with both arms. Now, he come out with a big name and then afterwards he not training. He don't want to sit on the bench. He feel like he bigger than the thing. This is what schoolboy football can do with some of our youngsters when they don't have good guidance.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
Right, because as a schoolboy, until they changed the rule recently, before that, you had choices. I mean, you could, so even the coach that is coaching, you have to friend you for you stay at the school because other school will be in your ear saying, come to my school, me have money, everything. So it's really more of a loyalty why players would stay. So that is one of the reasons. So I had players that come to me, star players, I won't tell you what the name is, and them say their coach tell them say don't run back and tack and defend, just stand up here till we get the ball and you go score. And I had more than one players and it was a problem for me to get them to play properly. And I assume it's happening the same way in school now. The coaches just spoil the players because them so dependent on the player playing for their club.
Yeah,
We
coach
need
video.
back some of them roughness stuff, Coach Liebert Alleman, Jackie Walter, some of these coach where, you know what I
Wagga,
mean,
David
Wagga
Wagga
and
Hut.
them Thursday they were discipline because playing for a coach Alleman, him having flashes and stuff. Everybody have them flashes, but we have this thing. This is why I loyalty bed in me speed. You know what I mean? I don't like the two-faced thing. Bro, if you see Ryan LFC, this is how I talk. On camera and half camera. Can't take the two-faced thing. You understand? Me as a man cherish loyalty and Coach Aliman always. Once you go chain for no other school, there's no way on earth you can put on that Excelsior jersey. You understand? I true. Sometime up to the same player named Kevin Blackwood. Me and him come up right through as a youngster and the man went to Jamaica College and chain and he didn't know at the time say yo Jamaica College going to take him. And when him come back the next day, bro, you know that Aliman is big. Once you go at any other school, a man I go pick up the phone and say, yo,
You have this player from your team.
me have this player for your team. And then Coach Aliman say, oh, Rima, your boy Kevin Blackwood gonna JC gonna chain. All right, next day him come, him a coming at the gym. Aliman say, where you go? You want me chew you out by your head? Where you do? So them thing they bedding on me. So when me tell people say, yo, bro, me tell my wife every day, me know why you love me. One thing more you do just lie. Don't love me. I cherish loyalty. Don't come tell me about your love me. Loyalty. You understand, manage man?
I don't understand that still.
No, me know why you love me.
Oh, we understand that. We understand what
I
you
don't.
just say.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
is
good one.
me. You understand? This is me, bridge, and I can't take the
Yeah.
two-faced thing. So when a player go do them thing there, bro,
Good point, man. Yeah.
me no want you go on another school go chain, brother. Me could never in my mind for go on another school go chain.
Yeah.
Him could all tell me a bag of thing. And me know a Libert Aliman. He say, as we say, it's right, because remember when me I play for Boystone now, the man say, Rima, I go play now under 17 this year now. You go take your book. And go back to my community and them say, yo, oh, you not play? And I say, yo, me I take my book. You understand? Because my coach him to take my book. Because sometimes as a school youth, when you go and play Manning Cup, you don't get enough chance. Bro, you at least waste up to 4 months, bro. Because you have to out of class all the time. And when I was playing for Excelsior, you out of class all 8:30. You go school 7 o'clock, bro, and you out all 8, 9 o'clock because you have to come, eat, relax, sleep. And you're missing out a lot of school from September to December. So you have to do a lot of catch up where you miss out. You understand? Although the teacher them give you but present, bro. Present. You have to be there in class. You understand? So I'm telling you, bro, I cherish loyalty. Nobody come tell me boy you love me. I can't take the two-faced thing, bro. Tell me, I'm gonna tell you how me feel. That's how me feel.
Yeah. Mr. Speed, we take military gonna have a comment on the screen for you. JPL need their own application and also their own stat database, which I think you say you're going for next season, which is
man.
Instat,
Yeah, we're looking at
individual players also, not only full game stats. But
Yeah, man,
that is
that will happen, yeah. But
next
with
week.
our own application, I'm not sure what it means, but we have
Me-
our own TV now.
meaning
JPL TV.
Oh, okay, you have JPL TV.
Right, so we're building out, man. We're building out. We're not.
And you know more you do, Mr. Speed, like you're a player them. You probably have good camera and thing. People want to more you sell the player them, sell the product.
Yeah, like we should
So
be able to
when
see a YouTube clip of, like I said,
you
a
sit
Busy
down,
Atkins. Yeah.
I want you to go and watch the Liverpool YouTube channel, watch Manchester United. YouTube channel. Watch England International when they go. They get interviewed, they sit, they play Ludi, they play Domino, whatever they're playing inside of it. That look of fun. What fans really want to get behind this Reggae Boys team is don't want to talk about the Reggae Boys. What people really want to buy into the thing where you're selling. So when you have your player, they may interview, they want to know which high school them go, where they're coming from, and all of these things, them background.
Cavalier TV.
Yeah, that's people can get involved. So make sure so come next season, you get someone, and every week you bring an episode on it, one of the player them.
Cavalier TV. Agree.
Yeah.
All right, so here you go. He said, Sir Speed, do you consider who do you consider the best JPL player in the last 10 years?
But I can't guess.
Ryan, give me some. Let me just
Last
ask
10 years.
Ryan. That's what we are in. That's 2011 coming up.
Yeah. I think I strongly believe still, you know. I don't know, for some reason, the best time of the Premier League in 2005 come up to 2009.
So you'd have to say Javanese. You'd have to say Javanese. One to consider.
In the last 10 years?
I think Javanese doing stuff, but no man, I have to give it to an Arnett player, man. No. For some reason.
Well, the best midfielder in the league, you don't have to go far. It was in Ghana Humberlands now. That was the best one.
Visional Harris?
Yeah, he was the best one.
I think the best Premier League player. What about Bumpy? What about Bumpy? This guy is jumping for Portmore United.
Ryan Nelson, that was before. What
a
about
long time
Long time.
What about them? I can't remember in that time. Yeah, Dino from down Montego Bay with Owen Gardner, you know. That guy named Owen Gardner named Turtle, you know, we used to play for Mobile United, you know, was a ball, you know. When
you don't have to agree with Mr. Speed though, bro, because Visional Harris, bro, that guy is full of talent, bro, but lazy, bro.
But him win a lot, him win titles, about 2 him win at that period.
Yeah.
That is why him come up. Javanese too win a lot of titles in that little period too.
Yeah, but Owen Gardner from Mobile United. Remember Mobile United?
Turkeyman.
Fabian.
Turkeyman when Turkeyman coming off the bench.
Ladell Richie. That Mobile United.
Usually no care how good he is, nobody not get defensive player, best player. Best player, nobody. So that is why I went to a forward and attacking.
Okay, so
Visional, I think Visional stand out, man. He made that Arnett Gardner midfield click.
Yeah,
I mean, you were the
you know, one of the players though, I think really in the league that Lamar Nelson, I think his name is. I think he had a broken leg. That player was looking. He used to play for Arnett Gardner. I think he went to Waterhouse, but I think.
Javan Benjamin.
No man, Lamar Nelson. I think Lamar Nelson is his name, but his leg was broken. Wonka. Man,
I'm never go long enough.
No, I know. I'm saying that guy.
He have a little bit of sting. At the time when I was at Arnett Gardner, I think at the time who is coaching the Mount Pleasant team? I think Paul. What's his name again? That's striker.
Paul Davis.
Yeah, he's the one who bring me at Arnett Gardner. You know, I was playing against Casey. And I say, yo, no, that youth have to come on it, yeah. And so comes him bring me go on it, yeah. And then you know that look a big batty girl from down a Rima, from down a jungle kinda make it seal the deal, you know? Yeah.
I don't know who that. But Shamar Nicholson will do well too, you know.
Yeah,
but Boyston never win anything. Just win goal scorer one.
No man, he was stand up, man. He win
2 years. 2 years into what they did well.
Yeah, Shamar was stand out for 2.
But Corey Burke, well, anyway. Yeah, what that is
man is my easier that one the cramp.
It's a big batty girl. This is I don't know anyway that. But no man, we're talking about 10 years Gunners boss. We're talking the last 10 years.
Sterling about 20 years ago or 30.
Around 30 years ago, man. And even talk about Noah Sterling then you have Hector Wright and
Hector Wright was the player I was trying to remember. That player is quality. I already all him a quality same.
Yeah, before we get so Speed, what you think about from the league from 2005 come to 2009? When you look at big name, quality player, they probably when you look at Arnett Gardner, you have the Gang of Five. When you look at Tivoli Garden, you have Navian boy, you have
Steve Green.
Steve Green. When you look at Boyston, you have Michael Campbell. When you look at Harbour, you have Jeremy and you have Taylor at the time. When you look at Waterhouse, you have Joe McGarden, you have Kevin Lamy, you have Richard
No, you
McCallum.
have a guy named Marco McDonald, you know, who was a
And then
big
when you go
defender.
at Wadada, bro, when you go at Wadada, you have Toughian. No, seriously. That's what I'm saying. From 2005 to 2009 are the best of Jamaican Premier
No,
League. But,
I don't
no,
agree with. Listen, there was a time when I was watching football, right? When you have Winston Anglin, you had them time there. You have Dominic Paul in a play field when Carl Brown just coaching when Ninja keep a thing there.
Ninja Clive.
I keep for them time the Cavaliers have Andrew.
Jackson, Andrew
Them time the
Thomas,
Cavaliers, Andrew Thomas and Wayne Palmer used to play.
Andrew Williams.
Andrew Williams, Andy
Yeah,
Wee,
but
right?
the reason why I say that's still no management.
You have Tyler Banks and brother. Them time the ball. I don't think there's never going to be an era in Jamaica football. When I don't believe so. With all Whitmore and Hector Wright and Anglin and you had you had Donald Hewitt and Michael Graham, Calvin Valentine, Montague Long.
Yeah,
Hey,
but they
listen,
spread out. They
Anthony
spread out on
Carter,
team. They all over the league.
Cavaliers team was big. Reno team was big. Arnett Garden team was big.
Boyston.
What other team was big? Violet Kickers was big. Seba was big.
Yeah.
Boystown was big.
Lenny I.
Tivoli Gardens had Roger Green.
Lenny Hyde and Cooley Pele. Tivoli.
Yeah. You know, say back in the days, bro, when I just start watch Boystown, if they play Arnett Garden or they play in Tivoli, when you go into upper camp with the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then you have sometimes you have the helicopter. A long time I travel, you know, man. A long time I travel with boys.
You know that JDF used to have a soldier was good. And Michael told him name. Anything that man catch from
No,
him,
man. You know the number 10, man.
And Wayne Wonder.
Anytime the man hit the ball, they come like a shot them kick.
You have a next bad one, man. I think he usually Mark Miller. Mark Miller was good.
Miller. Yeah, he was a goal scorer.
Yeah, number 10, man. Mark Miller was good, bro.
But do you believe, Mr. Speed, that the ball game back then
Remember in the bubble now. The best Premier League game that them said they ever play was the one between Waterhouse and Arnett Garden. The result was 3-2. Walter Boyd scored 2 goals and Boris Johnson scored a hat-trick and beat Arnett Garden. Who remember that game there?
Yeah,
I think it was a mid-season final.
Mid-season final. Where that final they play over Harbour? Because at the time Harbour were getting, after getting that selling Bibi Gardner, they getting most of the big mid-season final were playing at Harbour.
Yeah, I don't remember when I played, to be honest. I don't even know if that means it, but I remember that game was the most talked about game for months.
Yeah.
So I sat down.
We can't tell which game is my favorite game. Reno and Constant Spring in the National Stadium. In the second leg at the Premier League finals when Constant Spring with Dean Sewell.
Yeah.
And Marvin Chinakeep and
Pidiman.
you have Muni and Puny, you have Trevor Lamb and all of them Monday. Mm-hmm. And Hector Linton.
My favorite game, and this probably come as a surprise.
But somebody, what are they right? Somebody saying they remember that game with Waterhouse and Arnett Garden.
That was that game, trust me. Barry scored first, Waterboy equalized. Barry scored again, Waterboy equalized, and Barry's find the winner. But I was saying though, when I watch a game over now, slow man. Game slow. When I see game sit down and watch it again, I say, yeah, I want to watch this game again. Slow. These boys nowadays are getting about 6 love.
Yeah. Really? So let me ask, what do you think now? like I believe because most of the good players used to stay in Jamaica, I think it was more competitive.
No, but when you look at how they run, you have a lot of people used to work and play football, man. A different ball game now. Them slower tactically. You couldn't see much tactics in the game. They might play, but you know, see the tactics. It's just this individual skill where the man them have come out.
Yeah. When we don't play, before we go play for Boystown, a site where me I come off and Jane didn't tired.
Yeah.
and a one box food meat, brother, and some syrup, bro. So
So you believe now the ball is better
yeah, much
now.
more quicker, man. At the pace, especially when you know. But my favorite game still in a Portmore, a Reno and Harbour down a few. I remember that mid-season final. Yeah, when Reno beat them 1-0, man, when the referee, one of the biggest play fair that the referee ever make in a Jamaica history. The Reno man beat about 5 man, and the Harbour man take him down and him still stand up. Rain in that tear down. One thing I don't like the Reno man, every time you go down the rain fall down there. Rain fall down arena all the time. All when you leaving, you're coming into the town, bro, it could have hot like fire. Remember, Mr. Speed, the travel go down there already, you know, Mr.
Yes, man. We go down there.
Under 50, we go play Parish League, man.
Yes, yeah.
All the time rain fall along the bridge, man.
Not care when the start and you see sun and shine, rain must fall.
Yeah, for real, for real.
But the man saying that kid Ryan. When the narco dollars was running in the 80s to mid 90s, most teams were competitive.
My
And
young
the
bud, Gunners
with
boss,
King
man.
Tivoli, Portmore United, Boystown, Cavaliers, Reno, what are the Hazard with Blocker. Yeah.
I put up my hand, bridge, me a young bud, sorry.
Yeah, man. But I think, like I said, that we had I think we had good talent, but the pace of the game was different. Because when you understand me, and then I think there was a greater, like you used a very important word earlier, Ryan. I think there was a greater sense of loyalty because these players weren't playing because of the money, right?
Yeah.
I think the
More
money
of community.
more the community, and you're representing your parish, you're representing the people, and the people were more involved. I think how football is now, the players come from all over. Those things are not as you know, it's just certain teams have that. It's like a Tivoli.
Now the players, you see, a lot of players still in every club. They see the future outside of Jamaica, so they prepare better. They're not working anymore. Not a lot. Like on my team, is only one person work, right? And him is just the most. I'm trying to get rid of him, but he's just the most manageable person that you could ever find.
You're going to tell us, suppose the man watch the program.
I tell him all the time. Man.
Yeah, but you know, that's me. I tell you about transparency and just tell you the truth. Just tell it from day one. And Mr. Speed, right, when him say about these youngsters that beat up them man the quicker. Look at the Premier League, 2009 in the English Premier League, 2008, never fast like now. Technology quicker, everything, especially when a player get injured, how quick him can recover. And all of these stuff. So Mr. Speed, right? I have to go agree with him on that part.
Different.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but so with this game on the weekend now, listen, here's my pick, Ryan. I'm picking Mount Pleasant. Listen, my original pick was Mount Pleasant and Cavaliers to be the final. But I think this Cavaliers versus Tivoli game going to be closer than we think.
Listen.
I've given Cavaliers the edge, you know, but seeing what I saw from Tivoli in their last game, I think they're going to give Cavaliers a run for their money. But I think because it's over 2 legs and the turnaround time, and this is where I think Cavaliers have the edge because youth
in the sun too.
Yeah, youth over 2 legs going to have more legs. Yeah. So I think like in the second leg, they're going to run Tivoli.
Yeah, you're right in the mornings, man. When you talk about Tivoli and Cavaliers, it's never going to be an easy battle for Cavaliers. And
they played to a 1-1 draw earlier as well.
Yeah, that match every time Cavaliers, and it could have played on the under 13 level. That all is going to be physical. Something Mr. Speed and Tivoli is going. What the problem here and Tivoli? What happened? You and them have that.
Well, you know, funny enough, I must say first that me and Mr. Siaga never exchanged one angry word. Me and him get along very, very good. He call me on the phone when he want anything. He no make nobody talk to me. If he want to play, him call me. Similar with me and him. We just sign a transfer without money, anything. So I need to say that first. But there was a player named Donovan Alvaranga that Tivoli wanted. And I did suspend him for come at training later. Or no one come at training. Or got play. I think he got play some match, and we saw him playing some Currywood match, and I did suspend him. And Tivoli wanted him. But I wasn't going to transfer him to Tivoli because he under suspension. Because he would not, you know, it is that type of thing where he would just go there so he wouldn't get no punishment for when though. And I wouldn't transfer him to him. And we get in a heated argument, them want him, and I said no. And he said, but you're not playing, and I said, no matter. And that was where the big fallout became. But
Shad who do this.
No, that one was tall and slim. Very good one, I'm a very good player.
No man, not that one, man. You short one who deal with the documents and stuff, man.
No man, me and Brian was a good friend, man. We and him never have no issues now.
Yeah, Brian is very manageable guy.
And he's very manageable, one of the gentlemen at the sport. So it wasn't him neither, but I won't tell you who it was. And me and Mr. Sega never have no issues. But
I think I know who. That's what I'm telling you.
Come to me who have no business coming to me because me and him in a no dealing because you say those two people, Mr. Sega and Brian was, if they say A,
you got to do it. I have enough respect for them.
Yeah, the other person come to me already and take my player and don't pay me. And that is why I never transfer him. I just tell you the plain truth. No other person to me would have never transferred.
So that is what started this.
Yes, that's how I know, and this has been going on for.
So when we were getting, so Ryan, when we finish, so when we were getting the last game of the season, when we get relegated, it's Tivoli we play.
Yeah.
And Tivoli give it
this right.
Yeah, we get relegated.
Yeah, I remember that because people were saying that. Tivoli,
no love lost there.
The team out west. I think I don't remember who it was. Reno. But the Reno people are saying that the Tivoli people told the Reno people that them are not called Cavaliers.
Yeah. And they did knock us out.
From there,
against them, though, because they taught me a lesson. I didn't hold it against them because since that we have come back and it's a different Cavalier because they taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
And I learned.
So that people, I would love to know what your pick is for the Tivoli versus Cavaliers game.
Let me give my pick the manage, man. But before, brother, the other day, I got Jamaica, bro. I want to come on my eye, bridging. I got Boystone and see, look, brother. Brother, everything pop down, brother. This is when they leave the Premier League, bro. Bro, I want to come out of my high, brother. You know, say, Boystone, good feel, light. You know what I mean? They iron them rock, bro, may I tell you. But anyway, may I pick Cavaliers to win, you know.
All right.
Let's back to Boystone look now, man.
Cavaliers. So I'm picking Cavaliers and I'm going Cavaliers Mount Pleasant in the final. Though I think both games will be very competitive because Harbour View is a very strong team. I see Gunners Boss saying Arnett went to Reno and scored and Mark Hagler 3 times in 5 minutes. We had to get escorted out of Westmoreland by police. Belly, that is Christopher Dias, Herbert Richards, and the old wicked walk diggers Luchen.
And Big Ed.
Yeah, Luchen and Big Ed round the back.
Those were the best. What was good about that? The police have escort you out. No good about that. Gunners boss. We're glad to pass this now.
And then I see we need more community team. When I was in Jamaica in the 80s, football was like that. That it is like that today. Are the players proud to put on their team colors? Listen, I understand the community team idea, but I think, listen, like we were talking about this Ryan recently, that if there was a team that was combined of everybody down there in your part of St. Andrew where Arnett, Tivoli, and Boystone come together and form one team and call it West Kingston All Stars. That
will never happen, bro.
Yeah, say that will happen.
No, bro.
But
Tivoli, the combinated iron guard, bro. If it's a Boystone, it could happen because at one point, don't want even to get into politics, but it could happen with Boystone, but probably when I close to nearly play for Tivoli, and my father say, "You're mad." Virgin, the first me ever hear my father come to man say, where? Them man know what them do, in them look. Yeah. So the man say, "You're mad." Rice and peas and chicken, don't if you ever do that. You understand me? If I end up.
Just to be on a serious note, though, Webster, community community football, service purpose. It was good initially, but the way the football structure now, you can't call Liverpool a community team. You can't call Manchester United a community team or Manchester City a community team because them come from a community that is identifiable. Nowadays, all of those teams are professional teams because if you look at those teams, I don't know if you might find 2 or 3 persons who come from the area where they come from. I mean, I don't know if Liverpool have anybody on the team who come from Liverpool. I don't know. So
Yeah,
if
Trent,
you
I mean,
Curtis.
that,
I'm sure there is, but it's a few, right?
Yeah, just I think two
Right.
local
So
youth in the team now.
right. So you couldn't call it a community team because
Mm.
it's in a Liverpool, right? So
Bro,
the
it's
whole
bigger
idea
than
of
that. Speedy bigger than that. Not a community
yeah,
thing anymore. The thing
yes,
involve on money. It thing are involved. We're not gonna get that. If we want our product to go in a Jamaica, we have to leg off of this community thing, Bridget.
yes.
It
So what
a
you have to do is have corner league community team. But if you have a professional league, that can't work. So website, Lego that for you. I'm gonna
all right,
go we
all
can
right.
move on.
Let me take this one, right? I mean, I think Pagan. I'm going to come back to some of the comments up top, but Pagan was responding to Ryan asking, oh, he was saying, let me get this one. He says, Ryan, why wouldn't that happen, Ryan? Which is why wouldn't
because of many reasons, guys, and we don't really want to get into them
Yeah,
stuff there,
come
you know.
on, Pagan man. You must know the reason why the man said that. Yo, Pagan, you wanna Google it too community then years.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you nothing.
and
Yeah, I'm
um
going to that on the YouTube, you
yeah,
know. Next,
Devon Porter is saying that Mr. Speed honesty is the best policy. I have a player that I told him I'm going to cut him from the squad. Since then, he has never been late or missing training.
Right.
Yeah,
So you see what happened now, him finally decide what is important for him. And you see that is a part of what they call team building.
yeah.
Team building.
Yeah.
yeah.
And see military Guna telling you now that Donovan, I think Alvaranga used to play Canada League. Hey, military Guna, you cannot inform for the man. You cannot do that.
He not being farm. Then people are taking foot and send come give me. You
A
come
good
like
thing the
saying
man stop. A good thing the man stopped playing football. Listen, that was one of my problems. I used to boy. If there's anything that I regretted is how much Canada League I used to travel and play, brother.
Manage man.
We used
Me
to go to
love Corner
football like
League,
that.
but boy, I don't know. The youth them like you see when me a youth a go up and a play Corner League, it different, bro. It different. We not have no only for violence, no. Oh, hey boy, how we are this? Man. You know what I mean? Like the youth them is like I don't know where, me don't know where the youth them putting out the youth them food hour, I mean for the food hour, but everybody just get hype. Corner League
Yeah,
was the nicest thing, bro. Was the
yeah,
nicest thing. I know the best set of Corner League me go play at the la when me that excel, so I go back Clarendon, Corn Piece, I will play Corner League. Trust me, man. It was nice, bro. It was nice.
yeah,
No,
but
Everybody.
there is a place for corner league. We never say it mustn't play, but not professional player must play it. No.
No. Corner League have to leave for the youth them can't make a professional team, you know?
Yeah.
all right. And so Fresh God saying 2-2 first leg, 4-0 second leg Cavaliers.
I'll take that fresh guy. I'll take that.
Then he says Mount Pleasant versus Cavaliers in the final. Devon Porter says Cavaliers will win 3-1. I think is a better prepared team. One to the Tivoli fans them come in Tivoli fan because trust
Yeah.
me, people, Tivoli is not going
If
to
you
be a
ask where you can
walkover.
get
They
a
have
jersey to buy for Cavaliers.
that's what the
Cavalier
kid.
jersey.
Yeah.
What happened to us, you see this particular one that we're playing in now,
Yeah.
is not even the right gears because we had some issues with gears. So
Yeah,
we,
man. Mr. Speedy have the Instagram. When you set up a thing on Instagram, it's very easy
yeah,
to get a
yeah.
product across the world. You
We have,
understand? The only thing you have to get a website that's somebody will make the jersey them and can ship it. Very easy. 1, 2, 3. You can get it set up right by your Instagram page. So. And even you have over 1,000 subscribers already, right?
no man,
Even
we have 11,000.
you have 11,000, you can
A
activate
Cavalier.
thing pan, you can activate the YouTube thing under the page where you sell merchandise, cup and all of them t-shirt and all of them stuff there. you know, to get it out there. Because one of the next thing that to get the fan base involved. Product. You know what I mean? Come thing me have for Liverpool. I wish me could have buy so much thing for Jamaica. I want to buy 2 jerseys for Jamaica. I know the jersey them not come. They might give me jersey from 2 years ago. I can't bother with that. Anyway, me not getting that. Let's keep it Premier League.
Yes. So what you say is correct, but Cavalier of the Ice, something that page have over 11,000 followed by Montes and trying to catch up.
They will get there though.
They will get there. So Ziggy Man say, why are with so many young players playing on all the teams, but I'm to the older players who were playing up until the previous season? Well, I mean, a lot of them older players have commitments, so they migrate and start to have other jobs. A lot of them take other jobs and really didn't turn up for the season because they come back and play 2.5 months instead of keep their regular jobs that they had overseas. It was better for them to keep it. Or some of them just stop playing and start the other part of their career.
95.
Yeah. And the truth is, a lot of clubs realize that, playing the younger players is cheaper. And based on the economics, they just had to do it this season.
All right, and then who was a better schoolboy football between Kimani, Robinson of Campion, or Blacker Boyd at Excelsior? I think everybody going to say listen, if you ask anybody, any Jamaican, anything about Blacker Boyd, no matter who you put against him.
I don't even know why you ask that question.
Yeah. Everybody going to say Blacker Boyd. Yeah. But I know that, what I know is that because Mount Pleasant has a very good thing with their own jerseys, because I know they use their original jerseys Adidas. So they have merchandise for sale, especially when they used to have the game. But I think because of the whole pandemic, they had to, right, the teams got like the same jerseys from the sponsors with the sponsors' name. So those jerseys are actually training jerseys. But for next season,
have Adidas sponsor them?
Well, I don't know if Adidas sponsor Mount Pleasant, but their original jersey is Adidas.
Oh, okay.
Which could mean that they probably buy it and label it. I don't know how it works, but
you can't buy that and just put Adidas on thing.
No man. They probably purchase Adidas jerseys and then put the Mount Pleasant logo on it. I don't know, but maybe they have sponsorship.
Yeah, man. Because even us, we had our sponsor too. I mean, we use a brand, but now everybody has to use the same brand in the league this time. But I'm sure next time it'll be different.
You're supposed to get a lot of money playing Corner League over Corner Piece.
We must get it. Are you Ryan?
Yeah. Corner League, they give you a good money, man. Especially if you play for somebody.
Let me say this, right? I remember I used to play so much Corner League. There was a time when I was you understand me? There was a particular league that used to play up by Water Commission Field. And they used to offer major incentives. You could win hotel stay and flight overseas, all kind of things, So I used to play that league, Ryan. And then and some people saw me. I had some friends from Marvel who used to play for Marvel. One used to play for Cavaliers too, and sing on Constant Spring. And all of us, and then we play in a Joan Duncan Bank League for our brethren. And let me tell you, brethren, we're getting like $15,000 a game. That is separate from your transportation. So they would send each of us get me. I tell you, man, because they were playing. We're not going to talk about we're not going to call the person name, but the league was played. It was the Joan Duncan League, and it was played up by Barbican Field. It was played at night, and each of us get 15,000 to play the game, and them send vehicles to pick us up and drop us off, brother. Then we used to go up Temple Hall, go play on one field right beside the river, right? Then we would go play league in Westmoreland, go play Patagol where Richie Stevens put on, and then you play next Corner League. Outside, listen, and I think that was part of the whole thing with that's why I never play in college, because if on a Constant Spring, I would be out trying to hustle.
I believe you, man, because I play for Pusher side out at 2 mile less a Virgin. And at 20,000 them give me. Virgin. Win the trophy, Virgin. And the amount of money me get, brother. Juice. Man, I must keep away one. Because I see about cheap in that day, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. Pusher.
Yeah, military
hard.
Guna. Yeah,
And so he used to play Corner League. He play against Toughy, Jeremy, and you, even the Wolf brothers, all in a Yuatan.
that was a good corner league until they had some
Yeah.
major shooting out there, and I think for
Okay.
several
We
years.
saw about some players we used to run off of my field and run to see and Ghana Yuatan. You know, all them want change, you know, before the game finished, just to run off.
Yeah. And Mr. Speed, what happened to the number 10 from Cavaliers? A lot of Europe want. Are you guys willing to let him go?
What do you mean let him go? You mean if we sell him? Yes, we want to sell him. And we'll let him go. Let him go.
A free thing.
Hey, what are the free thing? I only for these players just say gone overseas now and pay freeness. What are that? We can develop a player. So you develop the next player when you give him for free.
People, this is all right. So this person asking, so Gunners Boss, this is Ryan LFC. And people, you need to check out Ryan LFC channel, right? If you want to hear the most animated, expressive thoughts and reggae boys football, you need to check out.
And Liverpool,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best in terms of quality of video, quality of sound, quality of product, one of the best out
Can
there.
we put Ryan on the spot now? Although it's a Premier League, but it's just the one person you have put Ryan on the spot. Ryan, who are the better German in a English Premier League? Why better German coach?
Come on, bro. Come on, Mr. Speed. A man that try imitate everything club to this man fella. Come on, bro.
Well,
you think that club better than Tuchel?
Everything club do him do.
Really?
Watch this. Mines. Watch this. Club. Mines. The man go dark, man. Him go dark, man. See? Only move him to make. He was waiting on Liverpool job. But
you just
bro, you see the man talk. You see the man talk. The man who go player. And him admit it. Him say, yo, he come from the same school from Jurgen Klopp and he love Jurgen Klopp. You understand? Him admire Jurgen. Nothing wrong with that. But this is leverage, bro. The man.
Which levels now? Which
levels?
Where's the levels?
He's a good man. He's a good manager. But what Klopp has done, two could just achieve it. Klopp, remember Klopp do them thing already, you know, where two could achieve, you know.
Do what?
Champions League, Super Cup, all of that.
One Champions League.
Who?
Both of them only have one.
Yes, but what the impact, what Klopp has done go up against a Pep Guardiola, Bayern Munich.
So then who two could beat in a Champions League?
No, may I say what Klopp has done. That man, what Klopp has done. Remember, you know, a Klopp get a man and say, yo, listen, him forget the Mines job. Klopp leave, the man say, yo, him forget the Borussia that man. You remember the thing, the man, so only come up.
Remember all of that, but me just ask right now.
Let me tell you why a lot of people think that. I think him tactics, like Klopp will give you time, but he will not give you time. If he going bad, he will switch it right away. That me love about Pep Guardiola and Thomas Tuchel. When they see things going bad, they will change it quick. But Klopp, him stubborn. As a manager, he has to be like that. You have to be like that. But him stubborn sometimes.
Maybe that's where the national.
Allow me to tell you.
Maybe that's where the national coach get it from.
Let me get your point. We're not going too much in that. But you
so we say, I no feel like he has a two, you know. Feel like he has a two.
The jury is out. We'll come back on it next week.
Well, there are some persons.
I'm come on your show. I'm going to tell you who me feel, and you tell me the reason why your person better. That's
a good show. That's a good show to have, Brian. You have Mr. Speed can take on that one.
Yeah.
But let me see what the people are saying.
Mr. Devon say two, she's a better man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, more people. Well, I see Military Guna say club. Shutter.
I can't believe that, bro.
Shutter said.
But hold on there. Me now move. You see the same thing when I tell you about that of Van Duki. What a team that will have good player, we can bring you over the line. Sometimes as a coach like Pochettino, I'm go back to the same thing that you need players to make the manager to go to that next level. You understand? And Thomas Tuchel go at
Hey, I don't even know why I start on the people in Parade.
no man, I can't believe
Alright,
what you guys say.
Ryan. Here's the thing, Ryan.
No
Ryan,
man,
when is the next
yo,
show?
I'm gone, brother. I'm
Hold
gone.
on. When is it? When is the next show? When is the next show? Tell the people when is the next live show we
Me
can.
I go live after this, bro.
All right, so people, we are going to end shortly so we can go for a ride and we can beat him. We can beat him on this. So let me get some more on these stats. So that is Ryan LFC. So you need to check him out so we can subscribe. I don't know if Pagan serious, or you're joking, Pagan 180, which is 180 degree. That means a U-turn. You say, Mr. Speed, can you introduce yourself? I'm not sure if he's serious,
Yeah.
So what team you represent and what
Pagan
you
is
do?
from Westmoreland.
No, I don't know, So maybe I can just tell him your name and we represent, and then quickly then we move on. And then
Well, it's a long story, but my team is Cavalier at the moment. And what I do for the football community, boy, if I start now, I can't finish till tomorrow. Just remember, I do everything. We have 2 Premier League clubs, 1 female and 1 male. And both of them are 2 of the best clubs in Jamaica. And I've been JFF treasurer, CASAFA president, chairman of technical committee, serve on the finance committee for JFF, serve on competition committee. Just me can't go back to it.
all right. Peso, let me just answer you. It's going to be hard for them to play at the National Stadium because of the whole TV and not like I think this field is small enough with the cameras that
Decorate better.
Yeah, in terms
Easy
of how
to
it comes
decorate.
across, right? It looks better than to go into the National Stadium to put all of those banners with no spectators. For I think it's a better
Not a good
spectacle.
TV look. Not a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
TV.
So I think that was one of the reasons when I spoke to the people. Any transfer for Kyle Ming? So we're running through because we want give Ryan time to go over.
Not yet, but I think Kyle Ming for a long while thought he was a centre back. I kept on telling him that he could be the best right back in the country if he stick to it and then start to stick to it, and I think he's. But nothing yet for him. But there was an opportunity before the COVID virus, but it never worked out.
Mr. Speed, what is your thoughts on this bleaching thing? Because my son, my 7-year-old son, right? Because I said one of the ballers, a couple of the ballers from Mount Pleasant were with me, but one in particular was the captain of my team, transferred him there. And so one of my sons looking at him and say, "Hey, Daddy, I know that guy. I know him." And my camera said, "So what do you mean that?" "Yeah, Dad, I know him. And I said, "Really?" Say, "Yeah, man. That guy was that black guy that used to come and look for you. That's him right there. That's it, Daddy. That's it." Because I'm saying all of this because the man white, Ryan. The man
I
is
know
not
who it is.
the man is white,
think
and
I
I
know.
don't Ryan. So what is your position on your players bleaching, mister? Come, you have a problem with the thing.
Let me tell you something. I tell people all the time, I don't get the best players. People believe so, but it's not true. Half of my players, nobody else would put them in a Premier League team. But what they don't do is like bleach. They don't bleach, them don't do certain things, them don't drink, them don't smoke.
I don't believe you on that one, Mr. Speed.
Oh, when I'm the player bleach.
No, not bleaching. When you say you don't get the best player.
No, I don't get the best player. Some of my players, nobody ever know about them till them start playing for Cavalier. Think about it.
What is just like what you just said a while ago when you talk, because I still believe you get the best player them. I still believe you get the best player them.
Yeah, talk about it usually when me in youth football, but for the Premier League clubs.
Oh, for the Premier League football, but one thing for always, I don't know, as them say you're surrounding because Delante Passenger, Javan Reds, Reds. He's my best friend up till today.
Passenger?
Not Passenger, man. Passenger.
Oh, Red. Oh, yes.
Reds.
No, that was the guy at talent. I don't know.
You need to get back, Red. I need to tell him, man, I'm 27, man. I need to get back in your team, man.
Cavalier, they use 27-year-old, bro.
Yeah.
You have me 25 and under.
No, he was a real talent. Though.
Yeah. Iniesta. They call him Iniesta. Very good on the ball, creative. But what may I say, forgot my viewpoint. I know you mash up me that Thomas Tuchel because You know,
Come on. You're talking. No, man.
no,
you're,
man,
you're
seriously.
talking about the drinking and the smoking and him don't
Yeah,
get the
man.
best.
Me
Him
hardly
don't
have
get
any
the
of
best
those
players.
type of
Yeah,
player with
I must say, like you're surrounded sometime. I think Mr. Speed have always. I don't know any of Mr. Speed player them smoke. Playing against them, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I surrounded, you're attractive. You know what I mean? Because personally for me, no. If I was a coach and none of my player them could have bleach when I was leading that Excelsior team. You can't wear tight pants. You can't bow your ears. You have so many things where you can't do when you're playing for Excelsior. Number one, if you disrespect teacher, you will never play for Excelsior again. Number two, if you fight on the field, you will never represent for Excelsior. Bleaching, no. Wearing ears ring, no. Wearing your pants under your buttocks, no. Once you pass them line there, once you die a year, you can't play for Excelsior. When Liebert Aleman did it, I don't know about now.
True.
Yeah.
The scouting thing for Premier League, a lot of the top schools actually scout go to the clubs to get their best player who can go to the school. So it's a little bit, it goes both ways. Where is the school come to the club, the club young players and try to get them to come to their school, and then after them reach the Manning Cup level or the Casa Cup level, then the scouts would look, the clubs will look for the better players. Yes, there's a database with ISA, so you can always search through, but that's not always scout really. People send out them scout or there's recommendation because there's a small closely knit group. So if a man have a good player in school, him will call you and say, you might want to look at this kid.
Who is the best scout in Jamaica?
It's a Paul Maxwell.
You know, they don't say Maxwell, you know.
No. True. Him should have been at the best person. The man they just need to see or watch it 10 times with him, have him back him
Knapsack.
back. Yeah, one day for goal in night, Bridging, because anyway, any player across talented once you call him name to Mr. Maxwell. Oh yeah man, him know him. Any cribber. Them man they like gate for Mr. Maxwell a country, bro. Cause them know say yo, them man they have a eye for a player. Them man they see a player. And them man they really go for the flashy player. Him see things in you where a lot of people don't see. And I think he should. You see this thing where the JFF, the under 17 and the under 15, where they telling the club to send them best player. I don't know if they're still doing that stuff. Under 15, boys don't send them best 5 player. They need to stop that. They need to give that job to Mr. Maxwell to go and scout 13 player for the team. Go around the country. He's very good at that. Eye test.
Mr. Maxwell is so good that him has scouting one player over more than once because him can spot things in a player where the normal person will even see and have an idea how good that player is or how good the player will be in the future.
Mr. Speed. Yeah. Oh no man, go ahead, Mr. Maxwell. Go ahead, man. Finish.
No, I was saying that in 2011 World Cup when we went to Mexico, when Jamaica qualified, we actually had 9 players in the team from.
That's under 17 World Cup.
Under 17.
Yeah. And Mr. Maxwell scored all of those players. That's how good it is.
Pim.
And guess what now? Stefan Marsh wasn't in the 9. Or Pim. Pim wasn't in the 9 either. None of those two was in the 9.
No, Jenkins, Bam Bam. Where's Bam Bam? Still playing in foreign?
I don't know. So you had Jenkins and you had people like Romaro Williams used to play for us first. A lot of people don't know that. You had like the guy from down at Rima there. So
I know we are
Romaro Jones. All of those players
top player.
Yeah, top player.
Cavaliers have some of the best. Some Cavaliers have some of the best youngster. But one
Jason
thing,
Wright.
I think if Mr. Speed, I think them time, I don't know why happened to Mr. Speed. They just is a pickup team. They just come.
We never know the business them time, them.
Yeah.
But Jamdong is asking. Jamdong let you know people. Jamdong is a Harbour View fan.
And him want to do
Harbour
that
view.
in Jersey.
What if it's a KC past student?
You see me, I tell you?
So what?
Calm down. Right now, we
Yes,
don't have
but
that capability there, but because you say it here, me get you one. So me don't know how you gonna find me and me get you one.
you hear that, sir? So right on Irish Sport, jam down. Because you're a Harbour View fan, but I can't see past student. We know that to work, you know.
When me tell you about the past, when me tell you about KC past students, if you work in a company, you don't have to know it, just say you go KC.
Mm.
And you get the job. Easy as
Right.
that. They look out for the money there.
See, a lot of corner leagues in the USA play better than most Premier League
Yeah.
teams in
Not
Jamaica.
true, Brian, but the truth is it not a future.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the corner league.
Yeah, man. Imported ball alone get
Butter.
yeah.
No. Yeah, it used to be better and then it watered down. So it's not so good again.
Yeah. Me use a word that work, you know. The boss asked me, management, what can we do to make the staff more happy and better? And me never say money. Me say, yo, some more butter. And like everybody was like, what you talking about, right? And I say butter. I say butter. You don't know what butter mean? I say, no, Ryan, in
Butter
Jamaica.
your bread.
I say, yo, we need Medusa. And I say, oh, is that so? Yeah, we need more butter.
Gunners boss, if you are the president, yeah, man. Why do you answer for yourself, Mr. Speed? Because
Yeah, we keep the Duncan. We keep the fire burning. Yeah, I am the person who lead the outfit now. Yes.
Ryan, just tell us what time you're going to start your show now, so the people we can jump over there and you can take up the clap thing, because the amount of clap and two shell thing, I don't even know.
Vexed Mr. Speedman, because I know it's a two-she, I say, no. I know a two-she. Before we close off the Mr. Speed, why you think two-she's are better? You think because or you think he's a new upgrade and club?
No, Ryan, I'm not saying him better now. Actually, me just actually because I know he's a Liverpool man. I'm more and just put like spokes in your wheel. So right now, me can't argue with this.
You have me a week in my chair.
Can't argue with you yet, you know. Me I go research and come back. That's why I tell you, say, one next day on the show, I want to come on and me you talk about it.
Love,
was asking about somebody put about the thing about
this is Alex, but
high price or something.
I am going, because I have a very important thing to say on this, because a lot of people always think, let me say this, Mr. Speed, I don't know, but I want to say this, because I spend money on footballers. When I find a youth in Jamaica at 10, I go to his parents and say, listen, my thing is to get this youth into college. So I help him go to school. I mean, from uniform, shoes, school books, extra lesson, make him go through PEP, whatever, high school, same thing. Help them support.
And then when you do that, and then me add came to Cayman twice, came to Mexico, came to Europe twice, and Alex, you want me to give him away for free? Come on, Alex.
Yeah, so this idea that in Jamaica, once somebody from overseas they want a player, you have to give the player a way to go. It don't make any sense, because you'd have taken money from somewhere. Like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you people. You know what my wife said to me? My wife said, boy, I'm so happy for the pandemic. My wife happy for the pandemic because you know much money me save, bro. You know much money me save because my football team not running, Ryan. She said she's happy because some things that we can't do. No, she said, "What?"
So Alex, just to tell Alex again straight, Alex, I don't have any offer on the table for doing that. So it's unfair for you to say me and ask a high price, and I don't ask any price. But if somebody want him, me understand the business. Just come. Like Kaim Paris, he was away for 2 years on loan because me know me have that contract. Jamal talk for the same thing, and a lot of players will send them off on loan, but we retain ownership because we are waiting on somebody to buy the players for us to get the transfer. So let us not bother talk the foolishness.
Yeah.
Nothing not free. It's only that is not you pay for it. So Atkinson development is not free. It's only that is not you pay for it. It's me pay for it or the Cavalier club.
So let me you know what I'd ask them? Let me ask. people like Alex this because people again, listen, you see this, I'm gonna tell people this. All right? I do things in the States. And no man, Ryan is when them call me, you have to cover my ground transportation, my ticket, my accommodation, and then you have to pay me. All right? Not because I'm a Jamaican. That no means that you're gonna give the man who are come from England 10 million, but me forget 1 million. If you want me to do the same thing, me not join that. Me stay on my yard and I do nothing. That is what I believe. So here's the thing. You see, if they went to buy a player from France, they might have to pay money.
Yep.
While when they come to Jamaica, they feel like they can take all our players and don't give us nothing and then reach out for them. There's something wrong with that, brother, and we have to understand that. Now, I do agree that sometimes you can work out an agreement where a person is taken on loan and when they're sold on, like what happened with Kareem Paris. But people cannot expect you to spend millions of dollars to develop somebody and somebody want him for free. How are you going to benefit? How are you going to help the next youth?
Yes. Simple.
True. I can say it as a player coming because boys don't do a lot for me. And, sometimes Alex, sometimes me, when people talk, this is one thing where I'm not going to get in speaking. How much him should him sell him player whenever I'm supposed to release him player. He invests. May I tell you, every day I go over Boys Town Football Club. Every single day. I get lunch. I get breakfast. I get lunch. I get dinner. When I go to high school, I come home and I get my lunch and I get my dinner in one. I get my lunch money and the weekend I get money for weekend, go back to school again, money, bus here, school fee, pay my book, all of them things there. And when Anik Garden ready, I say, yo, Coach Price, I want to go Anik Garden. Him say, Ryan, you know how much money we spend on you? I say, yes, Price, I understand. I just want a new challenge. And Price would never sign it. You know who signed a contract? Release me? Carl Brown. Carl Brown, I say, Coach, Carl Brown, I want a new team for play for. And I say, where you going? I say, Arnett Garden. And I say, oh, I'm sweet as a Tivoli. Because no way I'm going to sign that. And him sign it, I go on it. So I'm telling you, brother, people put a lot of money in a them player. In a joke. When Boys Town can afford to give me tea, lunch, and dinner, pay school fee, any local thing, Boys Town. So that's why I see, I go there the other day, Mr. Speed. I want to chop out of my eye. Because the state a club, the state where I see the thing, You understand?
Remember when I come Premier League the first time, my Boys Town used to play it, My Boys Town used to play at Boys Town, and them help us. Don't forget, them help us. So, and then Mr. Alex, just multiply that 1 by 120. It's 120 youths me have. And then you kind of understand the type of money we have to spend to deal with all of them youths then. And then you come with your freeness.
So what I would say to Alex is that, listen, when you come, brother, you have to come with facts. Because you can't read an article that was speaking about a specific club, because that article you're referencing is an article of a different clubs a long time ago. And even that club up to that point, which was Waterhouse that article was referring to, had spent close to $10 million. The player had a professional contract, getting over 100,000 a month, right? And here's what happened. Over 100, and somebody wanted him free. You can't do that because, listen,
Alex,
people understand this, that football in Jamaica, when you get the money for Kareem Paris, go back in your pocket, it go back in some other youth. That people don't understand that. There you go. So to sustain, you can't want the league to be better. I understand the people that know. You want the league to improve, but you want the whole of the player them to go free.
Bro, they just take Jamaican for fool all the time, bro. Me exactly. Me say, yo, warm too no. Nobody come from Jamaica. I want more pay. If me not get more pay, me not install a fridge.
There you go, sir.
Brother, we in the Caribbean, they take us for fool. Especially people them from Europe. Bro, you know how much offer me get for sponsor my video them, Mr. Speed. And when a man from China, no disrespect to the people them from China, all the time them come with this thing. Oh, I want you to unbox some Liverpool jersey on your channel. We're sending you some free jersey. I say, is the jerseys original? No, knockoff. I'm say, okay, bro, I cheat you know, I stop with your knockoff. Since I come a foreign, I buy the original. And listen to what more you do for me. Seriously. Send the cheat jersey them come. And you say you want cheat separate video. Send 250 Canadian come with it. When that you can't understand. Oh, we don't give away money. Me say, money alone good for uno. All the time them come like them want come style man and come give man knockoff jersey. Some $20 jersey for unbox. And when man unbox it on the channel, me I tell you, people buy them. People buy them because guess what, them cheap. It's not everybody can afford it. Bro, I'm tired for wearing knockoff. When I go downtown, sun a burn me hot. When I go out to Jamaica and I this now, the key of the sun hot. Me now burn up. Because guess what, not a proper material make it. So, you never understand, Alex, them take off a clown. People them in Europe, them feel like we is nobody. Them can come give some like a chicken feed. No, it don't work, so. Every time I say, yo, Japan people and China, if you now send the money, come give me, don't come tell me about your unboxing the video or email me. Bro.
Yeah. Mr. Speed, you were going to say something though on the matter. But
No, I was going to just explain again, once again, that professional football is business. Business, nothing else. And if you have an our product, it sounds bad, but part of our revenue generation is sale of players. There's no club in Jamaica that ever make no money unless they sell a player. And when you go overseas, Alex, I know Alex have a club where him like, and film club buy and sell player every single year, and him this year animated and say, yes, that a good player for buy, we will spend 90 million for 100 million. Come on, Alex, you know the thing.
yeah. So this is not a free
Yeah, man,
signing.
we do things like this. We know about
Yes.
sale and second sale. We know about all of those things, man. We know the business now, man. Trust me, we know the
So
business.
let me say this, right? Because one of the misconceptions, let me just say this, a lot of the youths that you have seen gone over to Europe recently, listen, a lot of them, Ryan, honestly, no money not in there.
None.
No
Not
money,
even
not
a dollar.
there's no money. And the football, all I'm saying is that the football can't, yeah, we want to say it's a good opportunity, but at the end of the day, some of these guys end up bouncing all around, Ryan, and it benefit them.
So may I show you the next thing. Look here. I negotiate a couple of players' salary too, you know. Not my just transfer money, but the salary. And on average, I am able to get more salary for the player. Because I have a couple of rogue players who just go by themselves and do them thing, you know. And them salary low because you see if you get a man for free, why pay him a good salary? Because him free. So when you negotiate a package in terms of transfer, the more expensive the player is the more likely for the players to get a better salary. And that is what I've found.
Hands down.
Yeah, right.
Look at
True,
Van
right.
Dijk.
Yeah, if you're free, why never pay $10,000?
Exactly, you're free. You're
The
cheap.
only way when like the only way a big player, you have to be a big player when you go free, you get better salary. But not
Yeah, because
player
you get contract rundown, so because there's no fee that increase your salary, kind of a thing. Outside of that, brother, if you're moving for free, you must do good.
Plus,
Yep.
it's when a club don't invest in you by paying for you, then don't try with you either. Because you're not nothing, you come free, you can go back for free. Because if a club pay 100,000 for you, you know what I say? It better me try get 60,000 for that player, you know, by moving man, you know, if he no work out, than just cutting
Let me give you a next good one. Let me tell you this now, for the people out there who believe this. You see, if this club that have our youngster here, Big Maggie, paid $10 million for him to transfer, he would be playing in the first team. Because they're not going to pay so much money and put him. Listen, when Ricardo Gardner was purchased, he played for Bolton. When Fuller was purchased, people not going to spend them kind of money there on you.
Teddy Johnson.
Teddy Johnson, there you go. They need to pay money. They need to pay money.
Yeah, a real talk, real talk. All of these players leave Portmore, Tivoli, O'Neill, Bigger Thompson. All of them, they went on and get good salary. You
Yeah,
understand?
money spent.
Shamal Nichols get good salary. All of them.
All
So,
the players who go for free, then come back. Most of them come back. Me I tell you that. Just go back to your numbers.
So when we hear that pillars they move, we must also check. But Ryan, like give us a time, no man, so we can know because we're going to jump off. We're going to go
bro, you are
a
going,
few.
bro. You know,
Right.
me dey even sure because something dashing a man. Look most to them I call and tell them I'm blind, bro. Something dashing a man today.
But yeah, I look good I know.
No man, it a burn, my man. My two of them a
All
burn.
right. Okay.
Oh,
Company I
yeah.
say, yo.
Oh,
So me
but
really make it stay, man. Me go and run away, so they won't see me live over here. So
management, you know how much club in the MLS take up our players for free via the draft system. That is one of the biggest disservice to our football. Brethren, I agree. And
Yes.
listen, Ryan, let me tell you this. I know players who are called to come and play in the USL, and listen, them want a free, you know. A lot of the players who go play in the USL, you know, it's free them going, you know. It's for the salary, you know, it's not the transfer, you know. They actually go for free. And the truth is, you see, if I can say this, if our clubs in Jamaica could pay like 2,000 US a month to the players, a lot of them would not be playing in the USL. May I tell you that, Ryan? They
somebody
would
you
not.
them foreign minding too, bro.
Well, yeah, you have some of them, you know, but there are some who would probably be back in Jamaica. 2 million, surely this will take that Jamaica good spot in terms of dollars. All right, so here's the thing. And this is a very good question. How close is Jamaica? Listen, I believe here's what I would do with an Atkinson or with Aquasa Chang. If I am Harbour, you know, I would rather send Aquasa Chang to the England, even in the championship, on a loan.
Our League One.
Our League One on a loan. Right? And a 1 month loan with an option to buy. Not obligation, you know, with an option to buy.
You know when I think to bro, let me tell you something, bro. Come interview a few Jamaican players, you know. Me I tell you, leaving Jamaica and going to the United States, saying they're going on trials. They have a thing where they use on us because we are from Jamaica. A particular player tell me, say, yo, Ryan, you know, say, may I play for the national team. Play how much game. And the man say, yo, man decide, say, yo, him nah go on the trial. Because the man say, yo, may I play so much game, may I play against Argentina, may I play against how much big team. Why you can't watch that game there? Same thing when I tell you, bro. Same thing, me I soon come there. Boss I come from, bro.
All right. Yeah. But watch this now. Because, watch this. The players, people, let me say it again. Alex, may you understand this. Going to Belgium don't mean that the club get no benefit, brother. That's the point I'm trying to make. What I'm saying is that you have to know how you're running your club. Remember, there was one player at Mount Pleasant that they wanted in the Canadian Premier League. And when Mount Pleasant, I'm not going to call out the man's salary, but the man was getting a huge salary at Mount Pleasant. The man decided that no, we are not going to send him to free to play in your CPL because we are paying more here. And we cannot pay the man close to 200,000 a month and then we're going to make him go play. We have to understand that management. You reckon JPL are at the level to move straight into championship? I personally would say more League One. I'm saying that, listen, the younger players, because I'm saying like Atkinson, even if it's League One, and then the clubs have an option to buy at a particular price. But me, based on what I've seen, I have seen Atkinson, who, if he goes on a loan and does well, I could see somebody paid £1 million, £2 million for him. Same thing with Aquasa Chang. I think they are that good in terms of quality that if they fall into the right developmental system, that people out there will pay that sort of a money. Not right now, but as they develop further. So maybe that's an option that the clubs can look to. But these things where clubs say, okay, send the player here for free and we will develop them. At 18-year-old, one more development. Them take the players, them and they sell them. And they make all the money and the clubs are left here in Jamaica struggling. And some of that has to stop.
And
All
then
right?
some of the agents too get the player go over for free, nice up the club. But they take 15% of the player's salary every month. So the club don't get $1, and the agent is the one who is trying to get the players over for free. So the club should take them for free, and they collect 15% until the player stop playing. So they are getting rich. Never did anything for the player before, and the club don't get any money. So I know agents now are saying, "Well, I'll give you back half of my percentage just to get the business now," because they realize that the clubs are catching up on them and realizing that this is a game that they play.
Yeah, man. Mr. Porter, no, man. It's not no 1 month loan, man. I'm not speaking about a 1 month loan. I would
So
never.
the point that Ryan was developing up is on this line. It's better. It's better for you to go to a club. The trial thing don't work. Too much players go on trial and come back because they find so much fault with you. If a club really want you and you play for Jamaica so much time, it's easy for them to go on some program and get all your stats. Look at how you play, look at the level of competition you play against, and just buy you straight. Or at least put you on a season-long loan. But for this loan, this trials thing, most times it's just a waste of money. Majority of the players come back and don't get you.
So that is part of it. So sometimes we have to know, and I would never suggest that a man go on a month loan. That don't make no sense, man. A season-long loan we are talking about. You
Or
understand
at least
me?
half a season.
Or half a season. All right. Yeah. So just the loan thing can work, fresh God. Obviously. And then I have this. All right, go on, Mr. Speed, just go on. Yeah, are there plans for him to move to Europe? Just go ahead and see if we can respond.
Well, first of all, he's injured right now, so we are trying to rehabilitate him. And the transfer window closed at this particular point for Europe, so there's nothing we can do until January or next September. But as a winger, Webster is something else, and we're not sure where I'm going to go. But our plan, he's one of the person that we plan to move out as soon as we can. I can't say anything more. I mean, Webster need to go, Atkinson need to go, and Thomas need to go, because we have the next set of players already lined up to replace them.
All right. All right. I don't really want Alex.
One of them sitting in front of me right here, so no. But I won't say anything. Continue.
Let me see. Alex, let me say it again, Alex.
No,
Alex, if you don't know Alex, no speak, because you're going to embarrass yourself, bro. And I don't like doing this. I am saying to you, Alex, you don't know the details of the situation. You don't know how much money. You don't know. You're assuming. You don't know. You don't know.
Well, let us disassociate ourselves from that comment that Alex just made, because we can verify if there was any wrongdoing on the part of the club. So let us disassociate ourselves from that. Officially.
You understand me? Oh, he's saying that Harbour doing the right thing. Anyways,
they did the right thing.
Don't see Jamaican clubs as professional per se, and clubs actually care about the football background of a player, especially if we are going to speak on millions of pounds. And I agree, Kingston 6 pitch. I agree with this, and this is why I'm saying that when you have the in-game stats that the league is going to implement, when you have the kind of all the games that are being videoed, I think some of these things are going to help to make the league. You understand me? To make the league better and make some of the prices go up. I also believe qualifying for World Cups at the youth level and the senior level also causes other nations to put their eyes on you. I think the success as well of other players like Shamar Nicholson and the Leon Bailey, Tyreek McGee, Kaim Paris, as these players do well and get into the top leagues, knowing that they come out of Jamaica, I think that is one of the things that will also open up as a
So,
door for other
so
players.
you're so correct because after Shamar went and did so well in Slovenia, it opened the door for Paris to come there. And now that Paris has done so well, you can see what is happening. Other players are moving to Slovenia from Jamaica because people start to say, okay, well, if he can come here and become the MVP and leading goal scorer for the Division 2, that is Paris. He goes to the Division 1 and is one of the leading goal scorer up there too. So they are saying, well, maybe there are some other good players over in Jamaica. So after a while, you will find that people are willing to shell out more money for Jamaican players after they have proven themselves. But if they're here says pure free player come from Jamaica, then nobody going to pay because it's a free country.
Yeah, listen, let me say this again. People don't know this. Many clubs wanted Leon Bailey for free. So my question is to the people, did Mr. Butler stagnate his career? You know what he did? He said no. He knew the value of his player. You have to know the value of your player. If you have a free player, send him for free.
Yeah.
If you have a player that you think, listen, this player could worth up to 10 million. You have to know the value of your player. You may have a player that you can send for free, but you have to know the talent you have. Because Mr. Butler said, listen, no, I'm not sending Leon here. No, I'm not sending Leon here. No, I'm not sending Leon here. And look what he was sold for. At the end of the day, you who handle the player must know which player you can send for free and which player you need to get money for. Because
so,
you
Shamar and Nicholson, in the long run, I don't know what I'm doing at Boys Town, but it look like say them don't get as much as them should get for Shamar. Shamar was sold for 1.7 million the second time, you know. That's what he was sold for, you know, 1.7. I'm expecting Kaim Paris. Leon Billy's school for 30 million. I'm expecting Kaim Paris after he shelled down the Premier League in Slovenia again to be in the $1 million mark now because of if he's the leading goal scorer in Division 2, come with Division 1 and is one of the top players there, what is going to happen to him is ranking. So now Jamaicans can say, okay, guess what now? Dwayne Atkins is good like Paris, you know, and you buy $1 million for him. So now we can start to put value on our players, and that is just how the business go. Next set of players that you must look out for. I thought you saw them.
Fresh God put up the name what was that one name? Fresh God put up a young name, 16-year-old. What's his name?
We have
It's Corey.
3 o'clock, and then we have Christopher Yendred. Those are 2 top 16-year-old that kind of go places, yeah.
So man, still saying once the development takes place in our league, we'll be able to prove to the world that we have talent. What is happening now is that our league is not as developed for top teams to trust our talent.
True, but the more we put out there, then they'll trust us eventually.
Yeah, Mr. Speed, you get all of the question them now.
Yeah.
Mr. Speed, what happened to Alex Marshall and Nicholas Hamilton? Ryan, talk to them, Ryan, because you're Mr. Porter.
Me go sleep because them man think a joke thing, bro. Good thing me never go live, bro. Tell a man I see you right now, me hide them like a son in a them, brother.
He will call you out. All right.
And tell man fooling.
I say, Mr. I don't know how long you go, but I have to leave you because I have to go and team. I have an interview coming up about something the issue. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Speed, man. Thanks again, man. Always a pleasure having you.
Man, enough respect, man. Appreciate
it. So I'm looking out to you and the Ryan debate, you know.
Yes.
Clark versus Tuchel, you know.
All right, respect.
Yeah, so people, we're gonna close the show. This was so interesting. All of these, I mean, there are so many comments. Listen, before you leave, please hit the like. Alex, I'm going to take you on one day, bring you on this channel, and you and I go through this. And I'll show you some facts. I'm going to show you facts about players who move and loan and how it messes them up because they end up being like slaves out there in the system. And let you talk to players who go over there and the agents making more money out of them than they are. And when they come back Jamaica, them don't have a lot. I'll talk to you about that because we have to protect the players. We can't go back to the days when certain people in this world treat we like we are black and with them supposed to enslave we, work with for what them want and give we what them think. Those days are over, brother. Are over. Ryan, Bridget, people, again, let me tell you, check out Ryan LFC. I know he's not going to be on, but yeah. But check him out when he comes on. Check him out. Probably tomorrow. I don't know when. If you probably have to run out now and go for the work and thing.
Brother, you
But
see me hiding, bro.
yeah, I can see it.
Them thing I may try to tell Alex, you know, them man in a care about your feeling, how you feel, bro. And this, until someone knowing that the system and get that thing, they will feel, bro.
Yeah,
Tell them.
yeah, man.
Look at me eye them, something spraying on me eye, I'm a 2 eye them, brother. From 2 a.m., 10 minutes to 3 Canadian time.
Yeah, man.
And
Bro,
make my eye underwater for the last 6 hours.
whoa.
And me I tell the man, say, yo, ropes, not tonight. And the man I say, you can come on if you feel. I want to lay down on my bed and relax.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, like we said that, people, again, thanks. Me, you tell Ryan. Oh my. Yeah, I see Alex said something. But let me say this again. Listen, big up everyone. Like up the live before you leave, people. Please and thanks. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Alex, hit me up on Instagram, brother. Because we prefer to send the link that way. All right. Very interesting and insightful show this evening.
And when you come on the show, brother, show your face, bro.
yeah.
Bro, we can't work with that, bro. Show your face, bro.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Porter saying you need to. Big up Richard Stevens. Mr. Porter saying you need to see the doctor. Listen, really.
Bro, that may I tell you, bro. That may I try to tell Alex, bro. May I tell you, bro. My eye feel like, the sun, small suns in the eye.
Yeah.
In my back of my head. The thing I hurt me and all of them places hurt me. And I make the man know, say, yo, bro. My head from morning, me no sleep. My eye them a run water, brother. And the man I say, yo, come on. If you feel you can. Me no want that, bro. Me supposed to. You think me no know my rights? I'm not understanding people, Bridget.
Yeah, you know that Ryan, see next Annette Garden fun day here, You know, some they go Annette Garden if you play for Annette Garden, but me never like how the man they want to deal with me, brother. So me just go come a Constant Spring. Kingston 6, yeah man. Me they go down there and Bill. A youth named Bill. Bill used to play for Charlie Smith and he come under 20 with me and we mash up under 20. And then say they want me down there and go down there, but a bad man think the man never deal with, brother. Me no want no man to go like that. Yeah, that's that way. So we have to head back to Constant Spring. But really appreciate the time with all of you, man. Dre, Marlon, listen, Military Guna. People, check out Military Guna. Listen, make sure you show the people them some love. You understand me? Check out Ryan LFC.
Respect Marlon, man.
Man.
My wife, me tell the man, say, yo, my wife go and get all the thing. And the man think a joke, brother. You understand? Me tell the man, say, yo, my wife go and get the thing. And that may try to show you, bro. You understand?
So why him not believe you or something?
Come and if you feel you can do small stuff. But why I'm going on to do small stuff? Bro, listen. Me I dictate my space. Brother, look at me then, brother.
Yeah,
that me no like, bro. The man them know say me a work machine. And me always I tell people, yo, if you no feel good, don't come here, come waste no time. So why me I tell the people them say, you know, come here, come waste no time. If you not come for work, don't come for work. And them know, bro. Bro, from me come here, say, brother, I must say 5 times I'm missing.
From work.
I'm never cheat, you know, brother. Yeah. Me no call in sick. Me no do them thing there, bro. Work. Cause me have the attitude from Jamaica. You see me I say? Yeah, man, Marlon. Me I go my wife, my wife pick it up, and that's the thing. So my wife know if I left work and just come give me this and put it in my eye for me go to work. Yeah, man. You see me? Why you think me tell you say, yo, me not go live? Because I know them probably a watch. Them probably a watch me.
I'm problem with that, you know.
You understand? Bro, you have to use your head, bro. Like, I'm not, hey, bro, if me feel good, bro. Them know that. Work machine, bro. What me do, I record me set, bro. Someone have to understand. Have to understand.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, yeah, man. Respect, yard, man. No, man. The the JFF really don't have nothing. It's between the clubs and the players, and you understand me. Primarily, unless there is some FIFA reasons they need to sign something. And I look forward to joining you on the show. JF footballers are getting more exposure in the UK. The local game must get a positive bounce effect into the world of professionalism. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You
Yeah, man.
getting
It's getting there, Richard. Listen, Richard, don't worry yourself. Just anytime I'm on,
how
man, we just
Richard is from Coach's Decks
yeah, man. From they call him Twiddly Wings, you know.
till the wings.
Yeah, Twiddly Wings. That yeah, man. From out of England. Yeah, man. Anytime, man. Listen, so many times I don't like to drop the link in the. You understand me in the chat. You understand me because you have to keep doing it. So once you want to come on, just go on Instagram. Send me a message, reach out to me. I'll reach out to you, send you the link. I really appreciate every comment, every person who joined. I wasn't able to go through all of them, but respect for all of you who stayed with me from beginning to end. A lot of respect. Some of you never made a comment, but we respect that. You understand me? We appreciate the love. It's not every time we need to talk about all the problems with the football. We don't need to talk about all the problems with the reggae boys. Sometimes we can look at some other things, you know, and see some other things and discuss those things. There's a time and a place for everything. So we appreciate that we can have these kind of conversations and stuff. Listen, let's stay safe, brethren. You understand me? Let's all of us stay safe. Great things coming up. The semifinals, like I said, are this weekend. If you can, please watch the game. We plan to do. Listen, this is probably the first time, and I mean, not this Saturday, but for the finals, we're going to do. Yeah, silent desk. Cause there you go. What we're going to do is we are going to do a live watch along, Ryan, for the finals of the JPL.
Yeah, when is the final?
Well, not this Saturday, which is
Next
tomorrow.
Saturday.
2 Saturdays from now. So it is the day before, like 2 days before Jamaica play US. No, man. We play on the 7th, right?
Man.
No, man. Yeah, we play on the 7th. So after the Canada game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes. So listen, we're gonna do a live watch along. We never do it for a local game yet. See what kind of vibes we can build. You understand me? And see if we can build something going into the next season. Again, respect Kingston 6, Dems, Dre Anyways, Richard, Devon, Yardman, Marlon, Alex, Fresh, God, Bala, Carr, you know, Wayne, Warren, I mean, Man of Steel, Mr. Porter, so many military guna who was here. Bless up.
Right, you know, say, bro, I'm very disappointed. And when I go in, I call him, man. I say, manager, we're really disappointed, you know, because I will tell me, say, it don't make no sense if me take off a day, because I not get paid.
I know the money, brother, you don't feel good.
No, bro. You think me know me right, bro. But anyway, Mannings, man. Just send the show.
Man. Yeah, huh?
You ready, Finn?
Yeah, man. I'm going to shout you. As soon as the end, I'm going to shout you.
Yeah, man. Just stay behind the scene,
Yeah, man. All right. Bless up one and all. Stay safe.